about to become part of the phenomena of Star Wars. In a few minutes, you'll see a movie that's become more than just a movie. For 7 years now, it's been part of my life, and the saga it's given birth to has touched the lives of millions of others. It has a magic, Star Wars. That magic doesn't lie only in its brilliant special effects. Its power derives from its spirit of romance and adventure. It's like the movies and cliffhanging serials of the past. It's an exciting and very special fantasy. And when it came out, the world went instantly Star Wars crazy.
I'm gonna need a minute.
No, so many people ask me about Sir Alec Guinness. I guess the two most often questions are Sir Alec and the robots. And there's a wonderful story that kind of tells you about both of them.
I heard your story on Twitter. Just this morning, my daughter Chelsea was showing me the video of you with your R2-D2 arm. Oh man, that is fantastic. Wow.
Cody, still a man of few words, but 2 words roll right off his tongue.
Who did you want to meet?
Mark Hamill.
Make-A-Wish made it happen.
Skywalker.
Hi. How are ya?
Hi.
This whole thing. Yeah. Do you get that when you walk down the street in New York? Hey, Luke!
All the time. Hey, Luke, how you doing, man?
camera looks so good.
I get a hallway scene with Luke this time.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. On nobody.
Echo Station 3PA. Spotted Imperial Launcher.
Mic check. Can you hear me? Mic check. I said toasted bird. Nick, people don't even think that you don't like Omega at this point. I mean, literally, people see right through it. So stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to the members, the subscribers, the live show. Just come clean and, reveal yourself.
We are You Are Echo Base Network. I am the coach. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. If you've not already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content that we release from week to week. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button. Look at the different levels of membership that we offer you guys. You won't be disappointed, and join our member family today. Nick and I greatly appreciate it.
Hello, my name's Tim Rose, and I'm with you here at Echo Base today. I've had a great time, and I played Admiral Akbar in Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens, and finally in The Last Jedi. But the one thing that I seem to be remembered more than anything else is, it's a trap!
Hello, I am Vincent, which means vital information necessary centralized.
And my name's Bob, Biosanitation Battalion.
We wish to welcome you to Echo Base Network, where we keep Star Wars alive and remember why we fell in love with it in the first place.
That's right, Vincent. And I think the best thing about EBN is that they're a home to all fans. Even old rust buckets like me.
Old rust bucket indeed. Okay, everyone, it's time for the show. And remember, we are, you are.
Echo Base Network.
Thank you.
Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The Force will be with you, always.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What is thy bidding, my master?
You're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
Stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
Laugh it up, fuzzball. The Force will be with you, always. Like the mouth, all of them. The Force will be with you, always.
Oh, it ain't over yet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. What is up, everybody? Great to see you all. I hope you got a little laugh out of that, because dude cannot dance. That much is evident. Welcome to EBN Live. Welcome to our Saturday show. Nick will be here in just a moment. We've got a great one lined up for you guys tonight. So thank you all for being here. We got 133 strong here at the top of the hour, at the top of the show. If everybody would please hit the like button. We got 71 people who are currently watching that have not hit the like button. Hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Help us out. It's free. You're doing EBN a great service. Want to say welcome to the people that I saw in chat. Welcome to Alan Copeland, Matt G, Debbie Young, Mattuine, Rogue Sarge, Jedi Master Lawrence, Graf Webb, Mary Lanning, Salty Buttered Bags, Nova Vaughn, Spicier Crowd 9, Starchip 66, Aaron Ratliff, Mad Maxwell, Spaceship Vampire, Red Tigress, Venger, BL Omega, Dr. Shadow Dragon, Cardinal Sin, Roland New, Moggs E, Darth Wizzy Wizard, Star Wars Dog, D Spirit, Brandon Deeks, Ghost Rider, Leia Rose,
Felix Quiros. Hope you've settled well in Florida, Felix. We're excited to have you back. Green Lantern 345, Ted's Nerd World, Anton's World of Videos, Jotun Hammer, Hank VP, Jim S., Louise X. Barrow, Jokester 30, Roland New, Keely Chow, Tim Hayes. Tim, I really appreciate your comment. Valiant Renegade will be here from time to time. He's a close friend of the channel, and Nick and I plan on being on his show tomorrow night for his 2-year anniversary, at least for a little bit to say congratulations. Low spec Linux laptop CT603, the wonderful, would never forget the Star Wars mom. DJ Ronnie G, Cockerell, John Phillips, Chosen, Nightwolf, Thrawn, Iron Boy Wonder, Lynn McCagness, Nighthawk 9, and Lance Mala. And I see some other people. Stephen Meir is here with us, CT603. So thank you guys so much for being here. We got up to 84 likes now, 145 viewers. Everybody hit that like button. Mr. Producer in the back, who's going to be joining us later, if you don't mind, let's go through our messages that we've gotten. First of all, Debbie Young has sent in 10 Echo Base Network gift memberships. So welcome to our new members, and thank you so much, Debbie, for sending in the 10 gifts. Cardinal Sin with a $9.99 super sticker with the #1 fan. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. We really appreciate that, my friend. Ted's Nerd World also sent in a 99-cent of a poop emoji. Thanks, Ted. You're funny, dude. And then he sent in a $2 super sticker of some wolf doing a #1 or a fox. It's the fox. I'm sorry. It's a fox. Thank you, Ted. Rogue Sarge with a $20 super chat. Hello to everyone at Echo Base Network. Thank you, Rogue Sarge. We appreciate your support as well. Felix Quiros gifted 5 Echo Base Network memberships. And last but not least, Felix also sent in a $10 super chat, ready for another Super EBN live stream. Coach and Nick are the best. We are, you are. Echo Base Network, the ICCC at Nashville, Tennessee, is coming up very soon. Let's go Star Wars forever. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. As we always say here, we are, you are. Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you. And this video is for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll into our very first opening news of the night. And again, Nick will be with us here momentarily. But before we do, there are 4 ways that you could support us here at the channel. As always, you can join our EBN member family. We already got 15 new members, so thank you guys for gifting those memberships. You could join us over on Patreon, where we do videos every single week. Nick will be continuing his journey through Deep Space Nine, and I'll continue to release the Bad Batch watches that I've been doing every week. You can join us over at our official merch store with 150 different shirts to choose from, and any and all super chats are always greatly appreciated. We appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. So here we go. We are going to move over. I was slightly unprepared here. Shouldn't have been. No excuse for that. So let's see. Our opening news story of the night. We're going to kind of start tonight with the softies, the easy stuff, and we're going to get into the spicier stuff in the second half of the show. But usually the first half of the show we go kind of quick, so buckle up and don't go anywhere. So the very first thing is toys, Star Wars Legos, if you will. And what you have here, 3 new Lego Star Wars helmets. Helmet sets are up for pre-order. So as you can see right there, you can get the Captain Rex Lego helmet that is being officially released. It is up for pre-order.
Did someone say Legos? I heard my name. I heard Legos, and I just had
Mr. Producer is here, everybody. So here he is. So and this is the one that you're not getting.
It just looks, the bottom part just looks a little weird to me. It just looks, what do you think? The bottom, little something.
It does look off. It does
Weird.
look off. I agree. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. And if you have it next to another helmet, it will probably look better. But the fact that it's right there singular makes it look a little off. But if it was next to another one, I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of other ones, there they are. You have the Cody helmet, Commander Cody, and the Bush helmet.
How amazing is the Bush, by the way?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cody, I think Cody and Bush for me are must-haves, but I was really impressed by the Bush. Lego has a lot of awesome things coming for Return of the Jedi's anniversary. 3 dioramas. There's going to be the Jabba's throne room from Return of the Jedi diorama. It's going to be an Endor speeder bike, allegedly. And then the last one is a reimagined Emperor's throne room dual set. I mean, yes. Thank you for someone doing something great for the anniversary. I can't wait.
I mean, if you like Legos, it's a really good time for all of that. Like, and it's funny. Yeah, it is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi this year, which is crazy. But, we know that the original trilogy stuff is always going to sell. Always.
You know who buys it? Us old farts.
We
right?
do.
We're gonna buy it.
We
We're gonna
do.
buy this. They make such great little displays. And these are in the $70 price range. I think the dioramas will be about the same. So if this is your bag, it's gonna be a good year for Legos. I think those sets I'm talking about that are rumored maybe more May timeframe, a little bit later on in the year, but May, okay. Why do you think May the 4th?
So I grew up with Legos, and I had they were Robin Hood. It was a Robin Hood edition, but they call it the Forest Men. And it's probably somewhere around 1988 that I bought the fortress for those guys, and I had the castle, one of the castles. I had several, but I had one of the castles with all of the soldiers. In my opinion, you just can't beat those medieval Legos from the 80s.
I have the new castle. It's my next one to build. The Lion's Heart. They did 100 years of play or whatever, and they brought out a huge castle set. That was the original castle and the original space. Gracious. I mean, talk about a throwback to our childhood, right? That is the original Lego, non-IP'd, none of that, right? Just Lego.
Yeah.
Totally great.
Yep. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next bit of news here. Ubisoft hires Battlefront 2 creative director to shape social interactions in its future games. So we know that there's a slew of Star Wars games on the way. There's a whole lot that's happening, and this is the open world game that I'm very interested in. Oh, he's finally here, everybody. Mr. Late, show up when you want to. Okay, here we go.
I had my boss called me and wanted me to look at some stuff for work. I'm not on call, but the person that is, he couldn't get a hold of. So
okay, all right. Well, welcome to the show.
Yeah, and speaking of Legos, I think Rissman will like this. Built this with my nieces and nephews this weekend.
That TIE bomber is a wonderful, wonderful set. What did you think about the build? It's a nice build.
Yeah, this thing is freaking solid, dude. I feel if I dropped it on the carpet, it wouldn't break apart. I mean, it probably would, but it's solid, man.
Yeah, I was so glad for them to bring out a TIE bomber. I think also for Mando, because we saw in the Mando trailer the TIE interceptors were there against that Mandalorian gauntlet. That set is also rumored. So now we got a TIE bomber, and allegedly we're also going to get a TIE interceptor. Kind of chase set, if you will, with that gauntlet. Can't wait.
Oh, nice.
Cannot wait for a TIE Interceptor. Can't wait.
I will be getting it.
All right.
All right. So
sorry, Coach. Keep going.
That's okay. So this article here, the former Dead Island 2 designer director Bernd Deemer has joined Ubisoft as new editorial vice president. He's going to be the person that's overseeing social interactions on the open world Star Wars game. So there's going to be a whole lot of social interactions in an open world, game for sure. He says, I'm honored to join Ubisoft, right? It's Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honored to join Ubisoft and gain the opportunity to collaborate with talented global teams to shape the future of social experience in Ubisoft's games. They're known to be catalyst for dynamic and diverse communities enabled by innovative features and powerful brands that allow players to come together. I'm excited to partner with the group's teams around the world to bring social experience in our games to new heights. So, Nick, I'm really looking forward to an open world Star Wars game.
Oh, yeah. I have some concerns with Ubisoft doing this, but I'm all for an open world Star Wars game. But they've been disappointing in the past. So hopefully they nail this game and it's great, because I would be all about playing open world Star Wars game and dumping tons and tons of hours into it.
So let me break in here and just say that, I made the mistake when what was the VR flight sim called?
Squadrons.
When Squadrons came out, I made the mistake of literally buying the Valve Index VR headset kit. The entire kit cost me like $1,200. I bought that headset literally for that one game.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake because
I bought the PlayStation VR headset just for the Battlefront.
But that wasn't a mistake.
No, definitely not. Because I used the crap out of it.
There wasn't really a payoff after that.
Yeah.
You were probably hoping that they were going to release a Star Wars VR game.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you release a demo and not a full game?
Yeah.
But I'll never understand that decision.
Yeah.
That would have been one of the greatest sellers of all time. Whoever made that demo, make it a full game.
Yep.
But anyways, the Squadrons was awful. Even though I made a mistake there, I am pinching my pennies right now for the next several months so I can buy me a new gaming machine that's going to replace the machine here in my office. It'll be the machine that I use for our streams and everything, but I'm buying it to play this open world Star Wars game. I'm upgrading machines, and I've got a good machine. Yeah. I mean, I've got a pretty dang good machine, but it's got a 2080 GTX in it, and it's time to get the 4090. So that's the direction that I'm going. What do you think? Mistake or nah?
No, I wouldn't say that's a mistake just because you're going to use that computer for so much other stuff.
Absolutely.
Than just that game.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a mistake at all.
No.
But the game could be. Prepare yourself for a possible disappointment with the game.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that. And here's the other thing, like but you're even right there too. If I said, well, Nick, yeah, that game might not be good, but look how many Star Wars games are coming down the pipeline for the next year and a half. There's a bunch of good games, or hang on, there's a bunch of games that are coming, but they could all be disappointing.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know. Now, generally speaking, Star Wars games have always been pretty good. For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, how many chat name bad Star Wars games?
Yoda Stories.
Yoda Stories. But it was designed for like preschoolers, dude.
Yeah.
You should not have been playing it when we were in the 8th grade.
No.
You didn't know. You didn't read the back of the box.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah, Nicky, the Squadrons trailer was better than the game. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yep. Bad Star Wars games. That's what I want.
Masters of Terraskasi. Bad. That was a bad game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't think Bounty Hunters on GameCube was very good.
I never played Bounty Hunters.
I did, and it just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But my point is, most of the time, Star Wars games are good. So, anyways,
especially the old LucasArts Star Wars games.
Oh yeah,
they were the best.
They definitely were, and Obi-Wan on Xbox was bad. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
I never played it, but I heard bad stuff about it.
I played it in college.
Yeah,
sure did. So look, I'm asking the chat to give bad Star Wars games. I don't even remember that, Venger. Dancing Star Wars games for Xbox
Oh, Connect. I do remember that. Yeah, I remember Angry Joe did a video on that and just trashed it.
Sorry, Galadorn. I thought it was stupid back when it came out, but to each his own. I wasn't meaning to be offensive.
Yeah, then that's all subjective. I'm sure there's people that like Yoda stories.
Rogue Squadron on N64 was my favorite. All right,
that was a great game.
All right, do this. Everybody put in your favorite Star Wars game of all time. Favorite Star Wars game. You can only pick one. What you picking, Nick?
Probably TIE Fighter, PC. Love that. I've probably played through it from start to finish 3 or 4 times.
I would have said Outcast, but after having replayed it,
yeah,
a couple weeks back,
it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold up.
the gameplay's fun, but golly, I'm gonna say my favorite is Rogue Squadron 2.
Rogue Squadron 2. Yeah, that's a good one.
Rogue Squadron 2 is my favorite. Let's see what we got here. Look, I asked the chat for bad Star Wars games, and they all you heard crickets. Asking for their favorite Star Wars game, and it's like I can't even.
The chat blows up.
I can't even catch up with it. All right, Jedi Fallen Order, KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, Shadows of the Empire, OG Battlefront 2, KOTOR 2. I don't do gaming. KOTOR 1, none. Battlefront 2, 2005, Knights of the Old Republic, Final Fantasy 9. Shut up.
Yeah,
Force Unleashed, Battlefront 2, Star Wars. The Old Republic. Still play it. X-Wing versus TIE Fighter PC. I used to wear Nick out at that. KOTOR. Star Wars Galaxies for the win. Battlefront 2. Fallen Order. None for me. Battlefront 2 Classic. Republic Commando. Yeah. TIE Fighter PC. Agreed, Nick.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. X-Wing. Knights of the Old Republic. Rogue Squadron 2 from the Genius in Red. Star Wars Dark Forces 2 Jedi Outcast. Star Wars The Old Republic. Jedi Outcast holds up. Yeah, it does. It does hold up. It's just I got frustrated because I didn't know where the freak to go, and it got old quick.
That's how those games were back then. You had to have the strategy guide for so many of those.
I never had the strategy guide. I beat it.
I did. That's the only way I beat it.
Ugh. Pod Racer 64, no thanks. Jedi Academy, Star Wars The Old Republic, Battlefront, X-Wing series, heck yeah.
Yes.
KOTOR, Battlefront, Echo Base Network, the original Star Wars trilogy game on Super NES will always be my favorite. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so is he talking about Super Star Wars, Super Empire, and Super Jedi?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, John. Enjoy that. Let me know how you enjoy it. I was about to say, nobody, not one single person agreed with me that Rogue Squadron 2 was their favorite. I am disappointed.
That was a good game. I liked it. That was the one where you fought the second Death Star, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mysteries of the Sith. Interesting.
Oh, me and Coach played that multiplayer a ton.
And who won?
over
won't?
modem.
Tell him.
Coach would be gay and freaking get in one
Whatever.
spot with the freaking biker scout sniper rifle and just basically guard this one door.
N-O, no, 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 no. N-O, N-O, no, 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 no. N-O, N-O, no, 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 no. N-O, N-O, no, no, no.
I didn't even say a bad word.
Wasn't me.
Rissman, you're about to be canceled being in the back.
You called me gray.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Oh. So where were we? Oh,
I was talking about how gray you were.
How I used to boom headshot your ass when you came down that shaft.
Yeah, but then I would do the same thing, and then he would be getting irritated. I was like, "Yeah, how's it feel?" It would basically be a race to this one point in the map to get the one gun. Well, no, I think the biker scout came with the gun. It was just getting to that spot.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. All right. Well, if we're done with the video games, let's move on to Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023. You could go there and hang out with Star Wars Meg.
Yeah.
Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023 announces first celebrity guests. So here they are: Anthony Daniels, Ashley Eckstein, Matt Lanter, and D. Bradley Baker. And you know what? You could also see these folks at Icon.
Yep. In Nashville, Tennessee.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go to Europe.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but that's a pretty good lineup so far.
Yeah.
You buy it or sell it. Hey, wait. Somebody turned off my little presentation. I had it pulled up. All right, there we go. All right. So, buy and selling, Nick, what do you think? You've enjoyed being able to see and talk to Anthony Daniels. I remember you got to meet him when we were 8th graders, and then you got to hang out with him, surprisingly, a few months back.
Yep. Me and Rissman, and I think there was one or two other guys with us. I can't remember, but yeah, sat there and had a conversation with him away from the crowds while he was taking an autograph break. And
tell him what he said.
He was like, "So, what do you guys think about Book of Boba Fett?" We're like,
he asked you that question.
Yeah. He was asking us what we thought about the new shows under Disney and that sort of thing. And like he was asking us, like I wasn't gonna go there because I was like, he's probably like tired of hearing about how Disney Star Wars sucks and all that sort of stuff. So, but he was asking us, and we're like, oh no. And then we were, and then I think I can't remember if he brought up the sequels or if we brought up the sequels, but we got on the subject about how we thought they destroyed Luke's character in the sequels in The Last Jedi, and Anthony Daniels just kind of hung his head down. Was like, "Yep, Mark feels the same way." And we're like, "Huh? I thought John Campea said Mark Hamill loved The Last Jedi." I was like, "Yeah, no." Everybody could tell Mark Hamill was not a fan of his role in any of those 3 movies.
All right, so got some more celebrities that are heading that way that I didn't mention. You got your top 4 over here: Daniels, Eckstein, Lanter, and Baker. Then you've got Giancarlo Esposito, Vivian Lyra Blair, and Indira Varma. So, now, I think it would be really cool to meet Giancarlo Esposito. I got to tell you, dude.
Yes, he's the only one
for me
on that list right there.
He didn't really in The Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I didn't really care.
I didn't either
because I had never seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
I would talk to him about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul more than I'd talk to him about Star Wars.
Well, like I'm trying to say, if you let me finish my thought, butthead, if I had watched those shows before, I'd be way more excited about meeting him.
Yeah.
And now I would be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now he's like, oh my gosh, that's Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah. I didn't get that. I didn't get that from The Mandalorian. You know, he needs to do more in The Mandalorian, to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, 100%.
And you'd be really excited about meeting the little Blair girl, wouldn't you?
Man, F that little Blair girl.
Here it comes.
No. In all seriousness, though, she's just a kid. You know, I have nothing against her as a person or actress or whatever, but I completely despised and hated that they put Leia's character in the Obi-Wan show and that he was running around with her.
If you're gonna put Leia's character in a show, why not be Mandalorian?
Yeah. Give us a deep fake Leia.
Yeah. Like she could legitimately be there and be part of the story.
Yep.
You just had her be part of this story, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm not with it.
No.
I'm not with it.
No.
So, anyways.
Indira Varma, she's a fairly attractive woman. I'd hang out with her.
I thought you were about to say something.
No, I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay, good. All right. So, all that being said, chat, how do you feel about it? Are you buying it or selling it? Who would you like to see if you could add one person to Star Wars Celebration? One person. And speaking of, Mr. Producer, if you could highlight Jedi Master Lawrence's super chat. She says, "Good evening, Spider-Man. Where is Rocky? He showed up. He's right here." So thank you, Jedi Master Lawrence, for sending in that $5 super chat.
I thought she was talking. I saw that. I thought she was talking about my old roommate. I was like, how's she know about Rocky?
No.
Man,
no.
F that guy.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So all right. Gina, Mark, Ewan McGregor, Mark Hamill, Timothy Zahn. You done met him. Yeah. Gina, James Earl Jones, Sasha Banks. Okay. That was an unexpected one, but I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. None. Don't support Disney by buying tickets to Celebration. Mark.
Don't blame me.
Ian McDermott. Liam Neeson. Kathleen Kennedy in a dunking booth of acid.
Good one. I like it.
Gina. Mark Hamill. Harrison Ford. So, oh gosh, the actor that played Wade. The main mod bike chick.
That's funny.
My gosh, dude, y'all are crazy. Timothy Oliphant, Katie Sackhoff, J.J. Abrams, Darth Poppy. Yeah, he kicked your tail. Hayden Christensen. So that's who you guys would like to have at Star Wars Celebration. Of the 7 people, I mean, honestly, it's an easy answer. Like, the one I'd be excited about seeing would be the one that you've already seen twice and talked to, Nick, would be Anthony Daniels.
Yeah. Out of that list there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Second would be Ashley Eckstein, and then third would be Giancarlo. And then after that, it's just kind of a
toss up.
Yeah. Well, I would go with Lanter and D. Bradley Baker, like, as a push. And then the other 2 would be dead last.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So you guys let us know where you're at. So moving on, a little other news that we've got. The Star Wars Skeleton Crew departments begin to wrap. Additional filming will continue next month or until next month. So Skeleton Crew is wrapping, and it's coming. We don't know very much about it. I'm not sure, other than just this information, that there's anything of relevance. Just know that it is coming down the pipeline, and this is a show that I don't know how well it's going to tie in. I definitely need to know more. It's got to be more than just kids on a field trip that get abducted. Like something else.
It sounds dumb.
It's got to be more than that, and I honestly think it will be.
Yeah.
So
it's sort of like if the story premises of the Acolyte. I love the story premises of the Acolyte. Like, that sounds very interesting. I have zero faith in it with the people involved. Skeleton Crew sounds like a terrible idea. but
here it is. Skeleton
it'll be
Crew was
right.
created by John Watts and Christopher Ford and focuses on a group of children lost in the galaxy attempting to find their way back home. The series lead is Fantastic Beasts and Secrets of Dumbledore, and Captain Marvel star Jude Law. It is expected to release sometime this year, exclusive on Disney+. So that synopsis is not a good synopsis.
No.
And it's coming. Like this isn't a show that it's not gonna happen. They're gonna cancel it. It's not gonna get past production, pre-production. No, it's coming. We're getting the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just don't know about this one, guys. But if you had given me what would be the synopsis for The Mandalorian? What would that be?
Follow Mandalorian as he goes on his journey of bounty hunting and protecting of one of his bounties. I don't know. I mean, basically, the Mandalorian was originally supposed to be Boba Fett, but
okay, all right. So
wanted a new character.
We got this now. Here, let me. So this is what they would say now. Okay, right here. A lone bounty hunter who goes on the run to protect the Force-sensitive child, Grogu. Okay, that's the synopsis. That's what the show is about. Okay, and it's right. They're absolutely right about that. But that wasn't the synopsis during season 1. They couldn't say all that. So I wonder, because I don't remember, what was the official synopsis for The Mandalorian? If anybody could find that, what the official synopsis was before episode 1 aired. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen with Skeleton Crew. That there's some big secrets that's coming, some big reveals, where the synopsis is going to change to something that will be way more agreeable to the fandom than what it is right now. Because right now, it does sound like puke.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying there? Like, the synopsis for Mandalorian definitely changed. Now, when you say a lone bounty hunter who goes on the run to protect the Force-sensitive child Grogu, that sounds like a pretty dang good show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's precisely what the show's about. That's absolutely what it's about. So that's going to give me a little bit of hope for Skeleton Crew. That if you use past experience, to help you out there. So if anybody, kind of be watching the chat, guys, Mr. Producer, if anybody actually posts the official synopsis for Mandalorian prior to episode 1, let us know. Y'all are so black-pilled. I need to go hang out with Star Wars Obsession. Hey, that's our boy. That's our boy. So he sent me a text message the other day.
Oh, did
okay, he did. All right, so let's continue on here. Star Wars News Net. Now, this is exactly what you're talking about, Nick. This is the show that has a great sounding synopsis, but we're worried about this one. So the Acolyte, Amanda Stenberg, praises the complex technical aspects of the show. She can't talk openly and freely, and she even goes in the article to say she goes as far to say she's not been officially trained for the media by Lucasfilm yet. The stars actually go through training on how to answer questions and what they can and can't say. She has not been through that yet, so it's kind of surprising that she did an interview at all.
Yeah.
She said, "What can I say that won't get me fired? Walking onto set, I'll just say this. This is vague enough. We know that it must take a lot of technical ability and craftsmanship to make Star Wars, but you have no clue how expansive it is until you're part of it. whether it's the puppeteers or the costume designers or all of the folks from all of the different departments who build the sets. You don't realize how much incredible technology and foresight there is in every element until you're there. So she's praising, and it goes back to what you always say. There's never been a bad looking Star Wars anything besides the holiday special.
Yeah.
That's the worst looking Star Wars. They don't give us bad looking Star Wars,
And even some of Disney Star Wars has looked bad. Freaking Hayden in the flashbacks, Adobe one.
Yeah.
Looked terrible. So yeah, some of it's looked bad, but for the most part, yeah, you're right.
Well, I wouldn't
Most
say
Star
it
Wars
looked
looks
terrible, but it didn't look even close to as good as it could have. But I'm with you. They obviously didn't try all that much on that.
No.
Because he looked way too old.
Yeah.
All right. The Acolyte. Speaking of official synopses, The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. The show sounds great, and you know what I even like more about it, Nick? Is that the bad guys win. In this show,
I'm
this
not
is the
opposed to
final.
that.
Yeah, this is the final days of the High Republic. It's going down.
Yeah.
And the bad guys are going to win. And I like that. Give me a show make Empire Strikes Back a show. That'd be freaking awesome. So
yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. The Acolyte is gonna be woke trash, and that's not gonna be Star Wars. I feel like I'm gonna feel the same way when I was watching Andor. Like it's just like a generic sci-fi channel sci-fi show with some Star Wars stuff sprinkled into.
Well, how dare you? I thought Andor was just fine.
Oh, whatever. You hated it too.
I didn't hate it.
No?
I
thought you did.
I liked it fine.
Oh.
No, I didn't love it. It's not better than The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But it's in second.
Yeah, Andor's trash.
You know what's funny? And even though you said it was trash, you would still probably say it's in second. It's better than the Book of Boba Fett, and it's better than Kenobi.
Yes.
So it's second by default.
But those shows are trash too.
I know. There's just smellier trash. I get it.
Yeah, those other shows were worse trash.
Andor's like Oscar the Grouch trash.
Yeah.
And everything else is like the all-knowing trash heap from Fraggle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. That's a stretch.
Give in to your hatred.
Speaking of, here we go. A little bit more. So Amanda Stenberg. Oh, here you go.
Oh, good.
All right. So you're going to have a problem with this.
Oh, I already know.
How do you know?
Just from the title.
Okay, well, that's it. So she basically says that the entire show, the main character, the show was devised around her, like her personally.
You gotta check those check boxes nowadays.
Let me get a I'm looking for the quote. And I'm not seeing it, but I've read it before.
Was it in this article or a different one?
Okay. All right. The Acolyte was designed with Stenberg in mind. Stenberg confirmed the rumor, admitting Lucasfilm used her in the concept art before being cast. Okay. So if it's a physical look, that's one thing. It says, yeah, that is how it happened, Stenberg said. It was a very astounding moment for me. She can't say much about the show, but does let slip one way. It'll be different from the human-centric Andor. I'm surrounded by aliens all day. It's pretty surreal. Well, that's...
Well, at least I got aliens in it.
Yeah.
Which was more than Andor had.
Yep.
I definitely agree. Thank you, Mr. Producer, Prince Jzal.
Hell, Prince Jzal in the
With a
house.
$5 super chat. If there was ever a role for a young Lando, I would crush it. Shout out to you guys and keep up the great work.
Yeah. Speaking of young Lando, Prince, we're supposed to be getting a Lando show with Donald Glover, who played
I don't think that's
Lando
happening
in the Solo movie. But that was announced like what, 2-3 years ago? And we've heard and seen nothing about it. Because the Solo sucked. And
back in May, they show execs talked about why the show is at a standstill. It's not happening.
Yeah. I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah.
At all. Just like nobody wants to see Harrison Fordless Han Solo. Nobody wants to see freaking Billy D. Williams-less Lando. I would love to see a Lando show, in between Empire and Jedi. With a de-aged Lando. I'd be all for that.
I don't have any interest in the Lando show, and honestly, I'm sorry. I'm an original trilogy fan. I have no interest in a Han show, even with Harrison de-aged. That just wouldn't interest me. Like, I'm going to say hot take here. Hot take, everybody.
It's because they're more support characters.
Han was.
Yeah.
Like, who's the main star of the original trilogy?
Luke, Vader.
That's how I've always viewed it.
Yeah.
And Han and Leia are supporting stars.
Yeah.
Or the cast. Characters. No, they're not, Han's not a star. Harrison's a star. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be some people that go, wait a minute. Star Wars is every bit as much about Harrison Ford. See, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Star Wars screen time. All right. Original trilogy. Here we go. Golly, do you know how many minutes Billy D. Williams was in Star Wars?
Probably less than 30.
17. All right. Luke Skywalker, 1 hour 50. Here, I'll just share it. Here we go. Luke Skywalker, 1 hour 58 minutes 44 seconds. So that's how much screen time that character got. Who do you think second is?
Vader.
Harrison Ford.
Oh.
1 hour and 12 minutes.
Right.
So 46 less minutes. I mean, wow.
Almost
23 minutes, 27 minutes, 21 minutes.
So his time went down over.
It went down. Yeah, it went down.
It looks like they all went down.
They all did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's went down too. So, all right. Third, Leia, 1 hour and 3 minutes. She only had 15 minutes of screen time in Star Wars.
Wow. It makes sense because mainly they were following Luke and Han and all them, until they met up with her.
That actually really surprises me. She only had 15 minutes.
It's
like
crazy
I
to
sit
think
on the
about.
toilet that long.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that she was only in it for 15 minutes, but when you think about it, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
I mean,
fourth place.
But I would not have guessed that.
C-3PO. Now,
yeah.
I honestly would have thought 3PO might have been in it more than Leia.
Yeah,
and it's
same.
obvious. I mean, the only difference is 1 minute and 5 seconds, Nick.
Yeah.
Leia was in it one. So up next has to be R2, right?
You think?
Nope.
Yeah, Chewie.
Okay. All right. Chewbacca, 52 minutes. He had the same
than
amount of screen time
R2.
as Leia did in the original movie. R2, 49 minutes. He only was
Less
in
than an
Return of the
hour.
Jedi for 11 minutes.
Yeah. Yep, his time dramatically went down also throughout the movies.
So, if R2 is at 49 minutes of screen time.
Man, that means we got way less than an hour of Vader.
Exactly.
In
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was. All right, so I'm going to guess he's next. 44 minutes. 11 minutes of screen time in Star Wars. I can see that.
Yeah.
Is that something?
His time increased over every movie.
Yep. Well, and I think it should have.
Yeah. He's the only one.
He gave us
His time
14
increased.
minutes of excellence in Empire.
God, 14 minutes of prime Vader.
That's like super
Empire.
impactful scenes, every single one of them.
Yeah.
And the truth is, 11 minutes in Star Wars, and he was seen as the greatest villain of all time, folks. We only saw him for 44 minutes in 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean less is more?
In some cases, but in Vader's case, they obviously thought more was more because his time increased with each movie.
Yeah, I agree. We got 225 people live here on the show. If everybody that is not, please hit that like button. Let's get more people in here. We need you. It's free.
Yep.
Do
200 likes. Maybe me and Coach will tell another Nick and Coach story.
Hey, I think people like them. I don't know where you're going to go with this one.
I was thinking about it today. I was thinking either senior trip, Panama City.
Oh, that one is gold. You don't want to miss that story.
Yeah.
We need 200 likes. And
Yeah.
we'll tell you when me and Nick were homeless.
Yeah.
We'll tell you a story.
Senior trip.
Shut it.
1998. I'm just giving a synopsis. Okay. I'm not telling anything. Senior trip, 1998. And what went down in Panama City, Florida.
I almost died. Okay, let's move on. Do you remember what I did to that bed?
Do you remember what I slept on?
Do you remember me throwing up all over that bed?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 8, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Dude, this is the person that I've always told you was like my favorite character.
Yeah. 23 minutes, which makes sense. I mean, he dies halfway through the movie.
Exactly. Dude,
he has very little in the. I mean, look at his time.
That's what I'm saying. Episode 5,
and Jedi.
He is in Empire Strikes Back for 76 seconds.
Yeah.
Now, it was a great 76 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
People in Empire wasn't expecting to see him when you first watched it. Hear him? Yeah, because you've heard him before.
But Force Ghost, they're like,
that was new.
That's Obi. Yeah. That's the first time you saw Force Ghost.
Yep, absolutely. So that is pretty dang cool right there. But yeah, guys, look how little that is. 19 minutes. Okay, I get that. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Yeah, I get it. All right, here we go. Yoda, 17 minutes. 13 minutes Empire, 4 minutes Jedi.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm surprised it was 4.5 minutes, almost 5 minutes in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It feels more like 2.
Yeah. It was a pretty long scene there, from as soon as Luke shows up.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. All right. Next up, Lando. 17 minutes and 27 seconds.
Wow, that's racist.
No, it is not.
That's racist.
That is not. I just, I don't know.
I'm just waiting for those. If the wokesters out there saw that's what they would be screaming.
Yep, you're right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some new members here in the house. Star Wars Dog, welcome.
Hail.
to Padawan. He is our newest member. Thank you, Star Wars Dog, for joining us
War
here.
Eagle, Star Wars Dog.
Yep. And then we've got Pirate Bob, who has joined as a Jedi Knight. So thank you for joining us, Pirate Bob. We greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Welcome to the Echo Base Network family. We always say here, we are, you are Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you. And this video is for you. And I'm going to make fun of Nick. Okay. All right. We're good. It probably gets on everybody's nerves how we have to talk over it all, but you know, it was fun.
I see you, Star Wars Dog. Hugh Freeze is going to be great.
He is better than what we just got.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. I'll tell you what. For the rest of the way, if you're okay with it, let's bring in Mr. Producer.
Man, no.
Yeah.
F. Rissman.
No, we want him to join in on this conversation. Get in here, Mr. Producer. Okay, thank you. All right. We need Darth Simpus in all his glory.
I'm here. I have to admit, I've been watching RMB has Todd Stashwick and Terry Metalis on talking.
Really?
Yes, he's doing it right now.
I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that later.
Right now, they haven't. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait!
I'm excited about Picard season 3.
Everybody is leaving our chat, our stream.
No, I know. Let me not go there, but I will say, and Coach, we can talk about it more later. I am more excited for Picard season 3 than I am for Mando season 3. It's going.
I wouldn't go that far.
All right, that asshole's out of here. All right, so let's.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't go that far, but I am. RMB has my interest peaked. I already know Doomcock's thoughts and opinions on it. But
I said a no word.
Dude, they put out the first the screeners for the first 6 episodes, and I've been watching the reactions.
Mm-hmm.
They've all been positive. I've got to say.
Who did they give them to? Who are the people?
Not me. Obviously, I don't know how they went out, but me and Metalis, we're close, right? We chat on Twitter. We close, and so I saw him say, "Oh, we send them out, for whomever they sent them to, the first 6 episodes." And he's like, "Now we wait." And I've been watching the reactions. The reactions have been very positive, very positive.
Oh man, I might have to. You know what? The perfect super chat on RMB's stream right now would be, "Hey Terry, would you send Doomcock the first 6 episodes of Picard season 3 and throw that olive branch out there?"
So,
hey, excuse me.
I was gonna say, let's not get far field.
Time out.
Yeah. Get control.
We have an agenda, and the bottom of it says Picard. Okay.
I have a lot to say about what you said, but let's get control.
All right. Don't worry, folks. Coach is here. So let us continue. The reason we brought in Darth Simpus has nothing to do with Jean-Luc Picard. It has to do with this. Guys, this week, if you read the headline of our live show tonight, which I'm gonna refresh the title. So we're talking about 4 Star Wars actors this week has been begging to make a Star Wars return. Literally telling the media, I want to come back more than anything. This is what I want to do. Ewan McGregor is wanting he and Hayden Christensen to return in a Kenobi season 2. Now, let me just go through it all. That's one thing. I mean, he flat out says it in an interview. I was so happy to do it again and so happy to work with Hayden again, and I hope we get the chance to do it again. So he says that. Also, another bit of news. We'll come back to the Hayden thing, okay? Daisy Ridley, same thing. In an interview with Rolling Stone, she comes out and says, she says 2 things. One, she threw a little shade at the decision J.J. Abrams made to make her a Palpatine and a Skywalker. She liked JJ's original idea of her being a nobody. And she basically, and I'm reading between the lines here, she basically says that the rise of Skywalker, I almost said Palpatine, the rise of Skywalker was not as good as it could be with her character because of the decisions that they made. She also says...
Who liked it? Who liked it, Coach? Who liked the movie?
Nobody.
Nobody liked it. No, including the actors. Nobody liked it.
But I respect what she's saying.
Yeah.
And I agree with her. That was an incredibly dumb decision. One, to make her a Palpatine, and two, to have her say she's Luke Skywalker like, I'm Michael Jordan's son. You can call me Coach Jordan. You know, just because. Why? Because, dadgummit, that's how I identify. I could be anybody I want. That's basically what Daisy Ridley did in The Rise of Skywalker, which is incredibly stupid. But she also says she would love to return as Rey in a future project.
And I think she will soon.
So that is the second thing. The third thing, Alden Ehrenreich, is that how you say it? He and Emilia Clarke both said this week separately they want to come back. They want to be in Star Wars again. You have 4 Star Wars alum, which, you know, I don't know how everybody views that. I would view that as 1 Star Wars alum. But you got 4 Star Wars alum, Ewan McGregor, Daisy Ridley, Alden Ehrenreich, and Emilia Clarke, all wanting to come back to Star Wars. What are your thoughts, gentlemen?
And you've got a Kasdan, and you've got a Ron Howard, and you've got a Bryce Dallas Howard. There are so many people who are interested in doing something related to Star Wars. Let's go. Let's go. Let's capitalize, is my opinion. You know, let's do something amazing for these folks who are into it. They're into it big time. Why not? Let's get a good story. Just don't let Favreau write it. Let's get a good story. You know what I mean? Let's do something. Right. That's my opinion. Nick?
You want my opinion?
Oh, I know. Here it comes. I mean,
it's your show.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
F the sequel trilogy and any of those characters. I don't care.
Solo wasn't sequel trilogy.
No. You were talking about Daisy Ridley.
You didn't hear anything that we said, did you?
Yeah.
4 actors this week said they all wanted to return to Star Wars.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley. I'm just talking about the sequel trilogy.
Okay, all right. I'm with you. But the other 2 were Alden Ehrenreich, who played Solo.
Yeah,
and then
I was
going to
get to him next.
Okay, all right, go.
Yeah,
here, hold on.
All right. Now I lost my train of thought. All right, F the sequel trilogy.
F.
All those characters, I don't care to see any of them in Star Wars ever again. And then as far as the Solo stuff, it's the only Star Wars movie I skipped in theaters. I care nothing about seeing Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo ever again in the history of my lifetime. You know, I don't wish any ill will towards the actors because I'm sure they're probably nice people, whatever. I don't know them. But as far as them playing characters in Star Wars and reprising their roles, I care nothing to see any of it. Even if they did it, I probably wouldn't even go watch it. I wouldn't care. I have no interest. None. Zero. For the people out there that like those, good for you. Me personally, I'm not even going to watch it.
Okay. All right. So thank you for that. Darth Simpus, come back. But what about the kids, Nick? What about the young people that love Rey?
I just said for the people that love that stuff, good for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, For me personally, I care nothing to see any of those people back.
Do you guys think that if they bring, let's just say for all intents and purposes, all 4 happen. We get Kenobi season 2, we get Solo 2, and we get Rey in something. I don't think we're going to get another trilogy. I think she will show up as something somewhere.
in some project. I don't think she's going to get. I mean, crap, she might get her own movie. I don't know.
God, I hope not.
So for me, the issue is the problem with the sequels Ray, or is the problem with the sequels they were poorly written, they had no cohesive plan, they were all retconning each other. I don't know for me that it was the actors or actresses' fault. Right? I just think it was a bad amount of scripting. So when I think about who's coming when and what are they doing next and all this, I'm like, well, if you can give me a good script, if you can give me a good story, sure, bring them all back. Not all at the same time, obviously, but you know what I mean. Bring them back. And because I don't, the thing that always tugs on my heart is these actors and actresses, they don't approach these roles not giving it their 110%. Right? They're there for our enjoyment. They want to be great at what they're doing. But when the script and the rest of it is a bit poodoo, what do you do? How does it, they get associated with a bad product. I think we'll see Daisy again as Ray. I really, really do. Whether we see Amelia and Alden or any of the rest of these folks, my money is more on Daisy as Ray. Whether it's what we think they need to do as the next movie or not.
Well, I think it's much more likely we get Ewan McGregor in Kenobi season 2 as it sits right now.
Well, I as much as they ruined so many things in Kenobi season 1.
Well, what's the story going to be?
I would hope
what it was originally supposed to be with him and Luke.
Look, wait, you know what would be more like? Take the premise, the synopsis for The Acolyte, and give that to Kenobi season 2. There's a group of kids on a field trip, and only Obi-Wan can save them. Okay,
but
that's more likely.
As much as The Bad Batch season 2 has been a bit lackadaisical from a story perspective so far, they have set up the fact that Cody could go and do the Ewan thing, can go and do the Kenobi thing.
That'd be cool.
Right. So I think there's still an opportunity to have that story told. If Ewan wants to come back as Kenobi again, I think for me, it's an automatic yes, please do it.
You just don't have Vader or Leia in it, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
I wouldn't even care if Vader was in it, but Vader
not
and
together.
him should never be together. Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, if he's not in it, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he'll be in it. Like obviously, Hayden Christensen.
If they bring Kenobi back season 2, Vader will be in it for something. But
they'll fight again.
Oh God! It'll be the fight of the next century, right?
It'll be the fight of the next century.
It wasn't. It was not the rematch of the century. Darth Vader should not have lost to Obi-Wan.
Kamehameha!
You know what?
Spirit bomb.
I'm going to get off that topic with
please move it,
with this comment from Bo and Debbie Mulder that I love. But I'm gonna one up it, Bo and Debbie. Because I like the thought so much, and I'm going to add a little spice to it. Bo says 2028. Lucasfilm should release A New Hope in theaters for a 50th anniversary. Would be a box office smash hit and be awesome. And you know what would make it even better? If they release the unaltered original movie.
100%.
If that's how they gave it back to the fans, the way that we got it 50 years before, it might break the records again.
So I love that, but we're never getting the.
All right, he's out of here. Like I can't.
He's right. I agree. We're never getting it
again. But we're on the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Put it back in the theater. I've been on this hype train for a while now as they keep bringing Rogue One back.
Yeah.
Just bring all 6 movies back in whatever version we can have them. Okay. Bring them back to the theatrical experience. people would come out and see them in droves.
Matt,
it's such an easy win to me.
What do you think would do better at the box office? Just having Star Wars back in theaters, or having Star Wars unaltered original back in theaters? Do you not think it matters?
I think
it'll do about the same.
I think just bring the 6 movies back on a limited run. I mean, easy money. As much as I would love to see our originals back unaltered, George didn't want that. And I think they're going to respect the fact that he didn't want that, and we're not going to get it.
They're not going to respect anything George wanted.
Yeah, no.
But as much as Ted, I get you. He's not going to go back to see the special edition. Many people will, right? Many people will go back and they will see the prequels again. That's why this whole time when we were spun down for movies and all that because of the pandemic, I was kind of like, well, if you want to reinvigorate the box office, release the Star Wars. I didn't get it.
You know what would be a good thing to do at Icon is if I called a local theater there and brought an unaltered copy of Star Wars and rented the theater out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And showed it at Icon. Unaltered. Then we could see original Star Wars back in theaters.
Would they even consider that?
I mean, if you rent it out, you can watch whatever you want.
I just feel like
it's private.
I just feel like from a Disney perspective.
Well, you should rent it out and play the despecialized edition.
I don't have that. I don't have that kind of money. But I would, if I did, I
find
would,
out how much it would cost.
Consider doing that.
Call them and find out how much it would cost.
Yeah. Just an easy win, right? There was nothing going on.
Debbie knows.
It's like put those movies back.
Debbie said no, they wouldn't let you do that
for a limited run, and they just didn't do it. I was like, what? So easy, such an easy. You own the IP, you own everything. I don't get it. I do not get it. In a day when Avatar 2 just beat The Force Awakens in the box office after how many weeks? Like, can we not put the original Star Wars sixagily back in the theater? Really? We can't do that? It's just stupid. To me, it's stupid.
I'm with you. Well, Patrick T with a $1.99 super chat. Rey is the second coming of Palpatine's number 2. Thank you, Patrick T, for that.
She will never be Rey Skywalker to me.
Ugh. And Sean KMA with a $2 super chat. Chris Pine as a new Indy or Han Solo. Thoughts?
I personally love Chris Pine. I know he's gotten some flack for his Kirk portrayal. I would be there for it. I would be there for either one of those things.
I am anti anybody being Indy or Han Solo. Besides Harrison.
Yeah, I am too.
Especially, they've already did it with Han Solo. So, okay, all right, fine. All right. Do it again, whatever. I don't want to see anybody else be Indy.
I couldn't even get into the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles back in the day because it was just like, this isn't Harrison Ford. This is like,
what about River Phoenix in the beginning of
not good.
Crusade?
Like I could accept that because it was such a small part of the film.
Yeah,
you know, it was just the very beginning, just a short, and then we get Indy the rest of the film. A whole film, River Phoenix, I'd have been like,
Did you all like the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? Am I the only one? Did you all like him, or you didn't like it at all?
Not really. I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was okay. But like I didn't hate it because I watched it because I'm such a huge Indiana Jones fan. When it came out on TV, I watched all the episodes, but I was just kind of like, nah.
I get you.
I'd rather watch MacGyver.
Right.
not the reboot of MacGyver is not that great, but the
original MacGyver back then when it was airing.
Rank the Indiana Jones movies 1 through 4. Put them in numerical order.
Well,
You don't have to elaborate.
There are only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Oh, okay, all right. But people in the chat might
Crystal
disagree.
Skull does not count.
People in the chat might
There's
disagree.
only 3.
Well, I mean, if we're doing that, if Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is not Indiana Jones, I respect that. Then Book of Boba Fett's not Star Wars.
No,
it's not Star Wars.
Book of Boba Fett is Star
is
Wars.
not Star Wars.
I'm just
Yes, it
joshing
is.
on Crystal Skull. So for me, I really like The Last Crusade. I really like The Last Crusade.
I am
like
2,
all 3 of them.
1, 3, 4.
Oh,
that's where I'm at. 2, 1, 3, 4.
Wow. Temple of Doom. Okay.
Easy.
My
yeah.
favorite.
So for me, it's Temple of Doom. It's Last Crusade. It's Raiders, and then the fake one.
Oh wow, Raiders is your third. Okay.
Yeah, I think I like Last Crusade better than Raiders.
I really like Last Crusade.
Kingdom of Crystal Meth is not India.
Good one, B Spirit.
Dang, Debbie.
Wait, the White Snake liked
what?
Crystal Skull
Debbie
better?
put Crystal Skull above Temple Doom. Debbie Young, you are canceled. You are kicked out of EBN forever.
We have to cancel the White Snake also because
White Snake put Crystal Skull second. Oh my! What is happening?
Canceled.
You guys are all canceled. You guys are all canceled from EBN.
My goodness. Oh no.
Look, the chat is in shock and awe. White Snake and Debbie. Shock and awe.
Raiders, Holy Grail, Temple, Skull.
Holy Grail.
Third one.
Crusade.
Oh, okay, yeah.
1, 4, 2, 3.
It's not. It's the White Snake. The White Snake.
Chose
you're out of here.
Poorly.
The White Snake. You're out of here.
It's okay.
Wait.
I support you, Becky.
Wait. The White Snake has clarified why.
1,
so
3,
was that
2.
a typo?
No.
1, 3, 2, 4.
No. They said the White Snake said. Wait, where did it go?
Marley Fett. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. The White Snake is clarified.
I'm sorry. Click it again.
No, you're good. The White Snake is clarified.
Oh, okay.
They're
right. Now that makes sense. Okay, because that's the only way you could have chose that order. Debbie, have you been smoking the devil's grass?
Way to play it safe, Ted. Way to play it safe, Ted.
It's okay.
1, 2, 3. Learned that crap when you were 3 years old. 3, 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with any
Last
Crusade,
order of them.
But if you have 4 above any of 1 through 3,
okay, all right. So let's do this then. Let's go Alien franchise. You got Alien 1, 2, 3, and Resurrection. We'll call Resurrection 4. Okay.
Which one is Prometheus?
No, it's not in it.
Come on, that's an Alien movie.
Just from the original Aliens movie.
You know what's crazy? That right there, for me, is exactly how I do Indiana Jones.
I like Prometheus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Prometheus, all right, but
I like Prometheus
a lot.
That was an Aliens movie, though, was it not?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was because it happens in the same universe. There just wasn't any aliens in it.
It's true.
Kind of like Book of Boba Fett.
Had very little Boba Fett in it, right?
Yeah, very little. Oh, yeah, Coach. What was the screen time for Boba Fett in Book of Boba Fett? Can you find that statistic? Screen time for Boba Fett in his own show.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, here we go.
That might be a hard one to find.
Screen time of breakdown in the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett had 1 hour, 52 minutes.
Really? Of all the...
This is crazy. Are you ready for this?
Wow.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Boba Fett had 1 hour and 52 minutes. Guess who had 56 minutes?
Mando.
Mando.
Wow. And he was only in the last 3 episodes.
He had more than half of Boba Fett screen time.
Coach, you know who we have to blame for this?
2 episodes.
You know whose fault this is? Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau's fault. That's 100%.
I don't understand the people that say Favreau gets a pass on this.
Oh, well.
He does not get a pass.
I don't think so.
No,
it was no in the
your name's on it, cuz I don't know how
writing.
much you were there or not, but your name's on that.
Yeah.
Dude.
I would be embarrassed if my name was on Book of Boba Fett.
So here, I'll show y'all. This is hilarious. Dude, we need to do a pre-made video about this, Nick.
Yeah.
Because what we're looking at right here, folks, this is a Star Wars channel, and we love Star Wars, but my God, this is a failure that we're looking at right here on this screen. So, screen time breakdown for the Book of Boba Fett. Boba gets 1 hour and 52 minutes. Din Djarin gets 56 minutes. Din Djarin got more screen time than Fennec Shan. Grogu gets 16 minutes. Peli Motto, who should have negative 14 minutes, gets 14 minutes.
Yeah, she should have negative. She got more screen time than Luke. Come on. And Cad Bane.
Give us more Black Chrysanthemum if you want the show to be any good. The Tusken Warrior was in it as much as Black Chrysanthemum. Luke Skywalker was in it 10 minutes. Cad Bane, 8 minutes. Cobb Vanth, 8 minutes. The Armor, 8 minutes. Ahsoka, 5 minutes. R2, 3 minutes. That's a bad show.
This show was such a loser. It was
that's a bad show. If you had seen this before episode 1, you'd have known it was garbage.
100%.
Looking at the breakdown.
So bad.
If I would have seen this before, the thing I would have focused on was like, 10 minutes of Luke Skywalker? Oh, man. I can't wait to see that. That'd be the only thing I'd be interested in seeing. But then I would be like, Din Djarin, 50, almost an hour? What's he doing in the show? I thought this was the Book of Boba Fett.
You know what he was doing in the show, Nick? I can tell you what he was doing in the show. He was totally erasing our investment in 2 seasons in The Mandalorian. That's what he was doing in this show for 56 minutes.
Yep.
He was screwing us.
He was getting shoehorned in there to get Grogu back so they could just rinse and repeat seasons 1 and 2 in season 3. I hope that they give us something different in season 3, and it's just not more of the same.
Our buddy Patrick T with a $4.99 super chat might be onto something here. He says Kathleen Kennedy was an executive producer on Goonies. George Lucas was just trying to get laid.
I hope those 2 things weren't related, by the way.
You'd have to be hard up to want to try to get laid with that woman. Good Lord.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much D she had to,
Oh,
to get
my
No.
I didn't say it.
Don't make me play it. Don't make me play it. Look at Coach's face.
She got passed around more than the Holy Grail in the Last Crusade. Oh.
Or the Shunk.
Based on the Star Wars mom could love.
Right. God bless her.
Mr. Buttcrack Media sends in a member chat. He says 1324 in regards to Indiana Jones. LR Dice sends in, hail at everyone. What did I miss? Who we canceling? We're not canceling nobody.
We're getting canceled by Star Wars Meg.
Yeah, we did. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Chippa Jabba. Okay. Ted's Nerd World with a $5 super chat. How much screen time did Pee Wee Herman get?
We have to play that. We have to play, Coach. You have to play the Pee Wee. That's my favorite Nick one. The Pee Wee Herman fight.
Oh, it's the best live stream he ever did, and I wasn't even there. All right, Here you go, Ted. This is for you and Patrick T.
And they give us Pee Wee Herman bikes. Yeah, about 3 or 4 minutes before I even got to that part, I was still ranting. It was probably about a 12-minute rant, if I had to guess.
And Coach, I'm looking for. Do we miss a Jedi Master Lawrence super
Very
chat?
much, Nicky.
Did we miss it? I'm looking.
No, I hit it.
Okay, so, I just saw her say, "Do we miss it?"
Which one?
She said, "Good evening, Spider-Man. Where's Rocky?"
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
we
I think
talked. We talked about it, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So up next, Star Wars creator. No. That's not next. That's not next. This is next. The fat, disgraced military dude that was friend. Like, I don't even remember these characters' names.
The only one that cussed in the show.
If you had walked up to me and said,
the shit guy,
Linus Musk is not coming back to Star Wars, I've been like, who?
Yeah, I would have been like, who's that?
Are you making that name up? Sorry, Rissman's getting mad at us because we're not big fans of Andor. This dude is not coming back to Star Wars. He will.
Oh, Boohoo.
He was the guy with like the Scottish, Irish kind of deal.
Beam me up, Andor.
Yeah. He was really likable. Can't get enough of that guy, Anus Musk. He's not going to be back. That's all that we know. They went ahead and they're filming Andor season 2, and he did not get the call. So basically, he was written out of the story, no purpose or whatever. So okay, interesting. Matt, is there anything you want to say about this?
Do you even care if this guy?
Oh, he cares. He cares. Bo and Debbie don't care. Okay. All right. Well,
Matt
next
might have
up,
to go use the bathroom.
Star Wars creator George Lucas briefly considered, Nick, making General Grievous Darth Maul in disguise. I think that would have been terrible.
That would have been bad.
Hey, we want your take on this. As somebody who loved that show, you loved it, and I'm not throwing rocks at you here. Okay, I'm glad you liked
Everyone's
it,
stone Rissman right now.
I'm glad you liked it, Maddie. Okay,
I know.
But your little hero right here, Chubby Chubster, will not be back. So, how you feeling about that?
So, for me, the more interesting question is, what do we think happened at the end of that revolt? Do we think the Phyrexians prevailed? Do we think the Empire...
Who's the Phyrexians?
Well, the Ferrix is the planet, Coach. Stay with me. Do we think they prevailed, or do we think the Empire reasserted control? For me, I think the Empire reasserted control, and this fellow, I believe, probably at this moment when he's just drinking, probably, I don't know, what do you think, Nick? Buffalo Trace, whatever they got, their version of Buffalo Trace in the flask. Whatever he's doing there. Character. You know, he was there.
I like Andor now.
He was there for Cyril, right? So he's probably thinking, what happened to Cyril? You know, because Cyril saved Deidre's character, right? Or Deidre. And for me, I feel like, okay, his story was done. I don't need to see him more. I want to know what happened on Ferrix. You know, did they rise up and everything happened the way we wanted it to, or not? But you know, he was just a good friend, and for me, you know, he satisfied, you know, that part of it. And I know,
part, and now it's done.
You know, Darth Scipio, nobody cares. Okay, yeah, well, Whether people care or not, it's getting a second season, and I'm all about it. I think
there's a lot of
second
people
season,
that really liked Andor.
but I
I
think
wouldn't say
even,
a lot, but there's a lot of people that.
but I
liked
think
Andor.
even for the folks that didn't really care for Andor so much, I think the Andor season 2, a lot of people are going to like it because of where they're stepping forward in the story. And
God, I hope it's better
right.
than season 1.
and Tony Gilroy is into it.
we're
The
on
actors are into it.
we're on
Everyone's
a screen
into it.
time breakdown, so let's just continue.
Oh,
this
here we
theme
go.
tonight.
Oh no.
So
Oh
now
no.
we're not getting totals, but
Oh no.
Linus, that's who we're looking for. So he
Yeah.
wasn't in the first episode. He is in the second. So he got 3.5 minutes here, episode 2. Okay, 3.5 minutes here, episode 3. 56 seconds, episode 4. So he's been in 3 of 4 episodes so far.
About 8 minutes.
Yep. So did not make an appearance in episode 5. Did not make an appearance in episode 6. Did not make an appearance in episode 7. What a man! They did have a lot of people showing up. Did
They
not
had
make
a
an
lot-
appearance.
They had a lot of named characters in Andor.
Did not make an appearance. We know he's going to come back at the end, though. Did not make an appearance.
He's only in the finale.
43 seconds
Mm-hmm.
and a minute 24. So he was in 5
About
of
10
12
minutes.
episodes, about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a character that they don't have to have back. Like, that's just, if you look at it from that perspective, yeah, I mean,
I hope they give his time to Bix. About that show.
There's only 2 reasons why you like Bix, Nick. Come on.
yeah, exactly.
Only 2 reasons why.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on.
Bix,
What
she's hot.
is happening at Echo Base Network? Okay.
Hey, it's after 8 o'clock.
Anything you want to say here about Lucas thinking about making Darth Maul General Grievous in disguise?
I thought this was a very cool article, right? We got when they brought Maul back, he had Grievous's 2 legs, so they did at least something. Talk about a Gilroy. It was
That's
Henry
true.
Gilroy.
That's
It was
true.
Henry Gilroy talking about this, right? So we always think about Tony Gilroy, but remember, Henry Gilroy been very involved in the Clone Wars and a lot of these other things, and he's the one in this article who's talking about the Grievous business with Lucas. I personally think it was good the way they did Grievous, but this was a very interesting, to me, very interesting article.
We're getting trolled by this woman here. Mods, if y'all take care of her.
Temple Doom was the best Indiana Jones.
Debbie Young, cancel me all you want. Cancel me all you want. I stand by hating child abuse. That was a bad movie.
Which movie is she speaking about?
Temple of Doom.
Oh.
Wrong, Debbie.
What?
Wrong.
Who's Temple? He
Yeah.
was amazing in Everywhere.
Kalima.
Everything all at once.
Kalima.
So it's, oh
Shakti
my
Day.
goodness, my goodness, cancel her.
Yeah.
Cancel her. I'm gonna ban her. I'm gonna ban her. I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna ban her.
Oh.
No, that's good.
Yeah, the Temple Doom was so good. And Indy saves all the kids in the end.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Let me
He
tell you all
saves
something
all
else.
of them.
The diorama sets,
movie.
they're doing Indiana Jones. They're doing a Raiders, a Temple of Doom, and a Last
Lego set,
Crusade
diorama set?
also. That's coming out. I think
Really?
either in probably not March, probably also May or ish. So I mean, I was like,
Oh, the
take my
OT?
money. Take my money. They're doing those as well.
Like Temple
Gonna be-
Doom Raiders, all that?
Yes.
Interesting.
Gonna be amazing.
So we've this
Those
this
will
live
sell.
stream show here has completely altered how I look at Star Wars Forever, because when I look at this, I see an hour and 52 minutes and 34 minutes now. That's all I see.
Yeah.
What?
Their
The
total
runtime.
screen time. Their total
Oh,
screen time.
oh, oh.
All right. Last thing, we talked about this on a chill stream the other night, and I need to do a follow-up to this story to see what actually happens. But in the comic book, it's believed, I think it's Star Wars, the new Star Wars number 33, they tease Luke fighting Vader again prior to Return of the Jedi. Matt, Nick, thoughts? Should Marvel do this? Is this a mistake? Leave this alone. What do you think?
Big mistake. But it's just the comic books. It's not like they're doing it in live action, so it's not that big of a deal. But Luke and Vader never met again until they saw each other in Return of the Jedi.
I have to agree with Nick on this one, right? Did we not get enough with the whole Kenobi thing? Do we have to keep going?
Yeah.
Do we have to keep going on this one? So for me,
another rematch that you never knew about.
I just but comics are not really canon. So for me,
They're not at all.
I don't find it that hard.
And here's the thing. They never have been. Like if you go back and look and read the original Marvel comics, the original run of Star Wars, that's not canon.
Yeah, they're all
it's just Star Wars stories.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against the graphic novels. I've been reading an anthology from the Dark Horse Rebels run, which is excellent. And I
really like the Dark Empire Dark Horse series.
Have enjoyed these comics. So I don't. When I say comics are not really canon, I don't mean to like poop on people who like to read comics. It's just, to me, it's the easiest retcon ever. Is always comics. Always comics.
Yeah, so the story. Here's why people think that. Because Luke finds a yellow lightsaber. But he didn't have a yellow lightsaber in Return of the Jedi. He had a green lightsaber. So what happened to the yellow lightsaber? This is how they figured it out. Apparently, Vader in this comic is going to destroy it as the two of them fight again. That's
destroy what?
His yellow lightsaber. You can see him holding it right there. It's destroyed in his hand. And so there's Luke with his yellow saber.
So you've constructed the new lightsaber again, except this time it's green.
So
I remember that line now from Jedi.
Yeah, but then he said, "Indeed, your skills are powerful."
Is this a problem?
Your skills are complete.
Is this a problem that really needed to be solved? Right? How many people really understand or thought that he ever had a yellow lightsaber to begin with? I'm surprised they didn't bury it in the sand for Rey to find later. I was like, so maybe this is a better outcome than the rest of them.
Gosh.
You know what I mean?
Morrissey with a $5 super chat. Star Wars needs to make its next movie series either in the Old Republic era or 200 plus years ahead of the original series. I agree. 100%.
I agree also.
Stay away from where we are right now in the Mandoverse and everything. Get us away from it. Start over. Start fresh. Give us brand new Star Wars that we don't know nothing about.
I would honestly like to see the original 3 in deep fake fashion or whatever. However they can do it on the big screen again. The one that since we never got it in the sequels. But other than that, I agree.
And thank you for sending that in, Warsey. And Matt Ween with a $5 super chat. As a fisherman with a tackle addiction, I can understand having more than one lightsaber.
Oh, God, I used to buy lures all the time back in the day before I ever met Coach.
I have that with a disc golf obsession. I buy frisbees all the time.
You have more than one disc, don't you, Coach?
Oh, I got about 350 in this room. Yeah.
I have that with whiskey, but I think that's about it.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, will you post the link for our grandmasters and masters to join us, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for pop-ins. Let's do this.
I'm going to go get a refill on my drink. I'll be right.
Oh, he didn't even finish talking. He's just like going to get a refill.
He's like, I gotta go.
He cut out. So how you doing, Rissman?
I'm good, brother. What about yourself?
Hard week this week. Hard week, man.
Me too. Actually, we have a lot of layoffs going on at work, and it's been tough. It's been tough.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I buried my dog.
Oh yeah, you did.
Backyard.
Oh,
yeah. I was a sniveling, whiny bitch at that vet office when they were giving him those shots.
No, I am with you.
Man, I couldn't control it. My brother's wife went with me. It was just me and her because my brother originally bought the dog for her for a Valentine's gift. And, you know, I was just like, hey, that's life, you know, just, you know, tough it out, you know, dude. I couldn't hold it back, man.
How long was the dog with you? For more than a minute, I would assume.
Well, I've known the dog since my brother got it. But I've had the dog. I took over ownership of the dog 7 years ago.
Yeah. So it's so very, very tough. So very tough.
Yeah.
I was feeling for you, bro. I was going to buy you a bottle of whiskey, but you had plenty.
Yeah, I did. All my family was here this week.
Look, do you mind if I tell everybody what you told me on the phone? I'm not going to use your exact words. So he's been my best friend for 31 years.
Wow. Long time.
I have never known of him to cry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have seen him in every way imagined. I have seen him naked in his socks in the middle of a living room.
Well, wait, no, let's not. Keep going.
I have never seen him cry or even heard of him crying, not even getting a tear. He's about as hard as they come.
Yeah.
And he broke down when Chico passed.
The animals. Yeah. I mean, the animals always get us. My girl Pat is just not here right now, but I've had her for 13 years. And when it's her time to go, I will be inconsolable also. I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, and it's just like he was so small, you know, and it was like I was his protector, you know, and I took care of him, and you know, he'd, you know, always want me to rub on him and all that. Like, I mean, I held him, you know, I held his little dead, lifeless body before we buried him in the ground and let Missy, the other dog, sniff him. And so she kind of knew that, you know, he was gone. She hasn't been eaten for the last 2 days, and she's been sniffing around his little grave out back. But,
so I didn't cry. I didn't cry when, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or whatever. I'm fine. But I didn't cry when either of my parents died.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I was numb.
Yeah.
I cried later, days later.
Yeah. I'll probably
and I'll cry now. I'll cry like occasionally. It'll just happen. I'll start thinking about my mom or whatever.
It's no disrespect on parents, but the animals. Our companions who are with us 24/7, they have such a huge impact, right?
And they've done a study on that people get more upset over losing animals than they do losing loved ones.
Yeah,
I saw a study on that.
It's totally, I think, not to diminish it, just math, right? But it's totally minutes invested because they're with us all the time. Right. Yeah. And then they're with, you know, they're encouraging us and loving us and just, you know, trotting next to us, whether it's a cat or a dog. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
All right. So on a whole nother note, let me change the subject here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Adam Bowman, Ted's Nerd World, and Willie.
Willie. What's
Willie.
going on, Debbie?
Do you know who Willie is, Debbie?
I know who Willie is.
Who's Willie?
Willie was his girlfriend in that movie.
Yeah,
that's right. Love you.
Yeah, it's easy to say now.
Hey, I on a positive note, Debbie, I am rooting for the Bengals this weekend, and I'm rooting for the 49ers. That's who
And
I
I'm
want
not,
to
because football sucks and they're a bunch of idiots. That's why they wear helmets, to protect their tiny brains.
I will be watching the games tomorrow. Faux show.
I would rather watch two frogs making love on a fuzzy channel than watch some football.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach.
I don't care anymore.
About
My Jags didn't make it, so who cares now? I don't care.
Hey, they beat my Vikings, which I didn't think was ever going to happen.
Nobody did, dude. Nobody
Yeah.
did.
I'd rather watch The Last Jedi, says Brian. I would.
Wow.
I'd rather watch The Last Jedi than
Wow.
football.
If you're gonna pick a sequel movie to watch, The Last Jedi might be the one to do. Yeah.
No.
Man.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
I wouldn't even do that.
Like
I would
like
maybe
a
watch
lead
the Temple
balloon,
of Doom.
Like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us what's up, Debbie. Welcome to the stream. Pop it in. Tell us.
Nothing important's happening this weekend.
Do you got any thoughts on what's been happening over the last couple of weeks? Mando, drama stuff, freaking Star Wars.
I'm very much looking
news
for
topics.
Mandalorian. That's really got me excited.
Yeah.
The last Bad Batch was about a 6 for me. It wasn't. I like the premise of the, looking for the. It reminded me of.
Oh, what are you doing?
I didn't put me on full screen.
I don't.
here.
How did that happen?
Huh?
I didn't do it.
I guess Nick did it.
I didn't do it.
That's better.
I don't control
I did
anything.
not do none of this.
Must be
It had to be
magic.
different.
All right, go, Debbie. Keep going.
I like the idea. It was almost like a Indiana Jones type episode, looking for a treasure. It was. I don't know if that forebodes for anything coming up. Maybe somewhere down the road in the Bad Batch.
So, are you liking Bad Batch so far, Debbie?
It's yeah. I'm okay with it. It's good. I mean, I don't. It hasn't reached the first season yet, but the third episode you would have really had liked, Nick.
There's only
Did you
been,
ever
what,
watch
4
it?
episodes? No, I haven't
This
seen
is
a
the
single
5th.
episode.
There's been 5.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so Debbie, the interesting thing about the last episode, a lot of
What the
folks
heck?
thought the big mech thing had something to do with the Zepho, right? Because it had the head and the thing was coming out this way. But actually, if you really want to know about the ancients and what they were doing, I think it was a sequels reference. I think it was the story of Black Spire and Batu was Vi going to actually recover an artifact from the ancients, and she did that on Batu, and it was a very similar kind of a story. It was Indiana Jones-ish and all of that. And so for me, I thought the episode was fine, but the whole time I was watching it, I was like, why could it not have been Hondo? If you're going to have a pirate story, if you're going to introduce a pirate back into animation, as much as I thought the Wanda Sykes voicing the Fee character was fine, why could it not have been Hondo? I was like,
Man,
that would have taken the episode over the top. So, meh. It's been a lot of disconnected episodes so far on Bad Batch. 5 out of 16. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Episodes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 16.
But it's getting closer.
I don't know how you guys do it.
It's getting closer to that March first date that we see Mando. I'm just really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we should be getting a lot of TV spots.
Yeah.
Between here in the next week, all up till the 1st. You guys think we're gonna get another trailer before it drops?
Oh
Or you
yeah.
think this last one was the last one?
I don't.
I don't think that was the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna get one either.
Oh, I do.
I
I
think
think
they're
we'll
gonna.
get one more.
You think we're? I think we're
I
gonna
think we'll
get
get
the.
one more.
I think as
I
we
would be
move-
all for getting one more, but
I think as we're gonna move
I'll
into
be
February,
surprised
we're
if we
gonna
do.
get those weekly,
Mm-hmm.
1 minute businesses that they do. Right, boom, 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 boom. I don't think we're gonna get another trailer though. I really don't.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. But I would be all for getting another one.
Oh yeah. Well,
Tell us a little
that's for
bit more
sure.
about the plot, story, what's going on.
And then let's see where we. I think we were talking about something too about we didn't hit the thing about Ahsoka, or did we? Where I believe Anakin is going to be in the Ahsoka show.
Like Force Ghost Anakin?
No, I don't think. Well, yeah, Force Ghost Anakin and the actual Luke
Okay.
will be in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would make sense if he was in it.
And maybe all at one
I could
time.
buy
That would be awesome. They're
I think we're gonna
together.
I think we're gonna get flashback Anakin. I think there's a lot that's gonna go on with Ahsoka.
Mhm.
Let's see what happened, Coach. Ahsoka for me is so concerning primarily on the Thrawn treatment. I think the rest of it, would be okay. I just have a lot in my mind going on about the Thrawn treatment, and then related to that, obviously, is Ezra, right? But I think a lot of people have so many hopes for Ahsoka, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, that goes two ways. I mean, there could be two ways. One way could be very good, and one way could be very bad with the Thrawn treatment. I mean, if you look at it,
everybody's waiting to see what they're doing with the World Between Worlds with Ahsoka.
Yeah,
that's what everybody's
absolutely.
waiting to see.
You can't
What are
say
they
you're
gonna
not
do?
gonna. You can't have an Ahsoka series and say you're not going to go there.
Yeah,
Because you have to go there.
It's in the artwork of the design of
They
the
already confirmed
show.
that they're going there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
they're going there.
So it has
What they're
to be
using
there.
it for, we don't know.
We don't know yet.
We know
Well-
they're staying, but they're not always going to be upfront about something that big. Like they're never going to be upfront about it.
No, but the
No,
thing here
no.
is, they made a kind of statement about, well, we're never going to go to time jumping or whatever it was, but I don't consider that time jumping. A world between worlds is something different than that. Time jumping is going to the future, going to the past. World between worlds is different, which
Well, gateways to different points in time.
correct. So they can still do that and make everybody happy.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be a very what ify
Mhm.
application of the World Between Worlds. And so now, Debbie, you've just reinforced a third way I'm concerned about this series, because I think they're going to do some what ify things there that some folks are not going to like.
But my thing is, what if they leave it so that whichever world you want it to be, it can be, and I'll be okay with that. If they leave it to be the world that I like, I'm going to be happy with that. It'll make me happy. It'll make a lot of people on this channel happy, and if they make it for the sequels, it'll make a few people happy. But most of the people will be happy if it can go to the world that they want it to be, and just give us the tools that say, hey, this direction is your direction. Because I think what'll make that be happening is the fact that, once again, it goes back to Kathleen Kennedy. With what's happening at Disney now, they're going to give her little golden parachute in June. If you talk to Valiant, that he says that's happening. And so she will be gone and out of the time frame when they're going to bring that out. Have nothing to say about it.
I'm with you, but Kathleen Kennedy greenlit Ahsoka. So
Well, yeah, but when she was still going to have her fingers into the pie, this time you're not going to be there.
I'm with you. Well, all right. Thank you, Debbie.
all I
Thank you.
got to say.
We gotta move on.
Thank you,
Oh, hold on, unless you guys want to cut me out. I mean, after all,
you
I'm
can
no
stay, you can
good.
stay, you can
Golly,
stay. You can
salty.
stay. What about Ted? Come on, Ted. Uh-oh.
What's up, Matt?
What's up, Ted? You're next.
Hey, good.
You can put me in the corner.
Put her in the corner.
you at
Oh, got to make Debbie
down
really
there.
small. Down there on the bottom, even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bottom.
Come on, Ted.
Oh yeah, I'm just hanging out. I've been watching The Bad Batch, but like Debbie, it's just very, very bland. I haven't been very thrilled with it at all. That last episode, I could barely even remember. Yeah, really, I just can't get into it. It took me like 3 tries to try to watch it. I don't know. Really hoping Mando brings up, but then that's what everybody's hoping, because since Mando's the only thing that's been good, of course everybody's going to be looking forward to it and all. That's why it's broken all the records with the preview and all that.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
What are you looking most forward to, Ted, in Mando 3?
I don't know, because that last what do you call the preview trailer kind of worried me. It looks like it's going to be just Grogu stuck in there, and they're going to pander to Grogu. They're still going to tell the Mandalorian story, that's what I was really hoping and looking forward to see. I want to see Mando going out there, going to Mandalorian, redeeming his name, finding those pits, finding the mythosaur and all that good stuff, reuniting everybody, maybe fighting with Bo-Katan over the Darksaber, all that. I just don't. Grogu was not supposed to be there. And
you and me are both over Grogu. I know it's such a hot take. Everyone's like, "Oh no, he's
not
Grogu
supposed
again."
to be
over it. I'm over. I'm so over Grogu.
But now he was supposed to be part of the Ahsoka show, probably.
Hmm.
You know, and now they got to rewrite that, and who knows? But yeah, I'm looking forward to Ahsoka. Have they given any sort of start date for Ahsoka? Any sort of release? Any kind of hint?
They have not. But
this year or next year?
No, this year.
Yeah, it's
this year.
I think it's going to be a 2023,
right?
And I think we'll hear more about it at Celebration in April. So my opinion is we're going to get Mando 3, we're going to get Ahsoka, and we're going to get Visions 2 in 2023, and that's all we're going to get. So that's where I think it's all sequenced.
Yeah, I want to see Ahsoka. Want to see Thrawn. Want to see Darth Ezra come in there and kill everybody. I think that'll be awesome.
I think they're going to give Ezra. I think they're giving Ezra the Kenobi, and they're giving the Kenobi and Luke on the island treatment.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that they do that in a way that resonates.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think we're going to be introduced to Ezra with Thrawn together. I think we're going to be introduced with Thrawn doing his thing, Ezra doing his thing another way.
Yeah.
I always say full of Filoni, right? This series is full of Filoni. I hope it's gonna be,
Or maybe Ahsoka will get enough screen time in the Ahsoka show, and it won't be, the Ahsoka sidekick show.
Maybe we'll get 2 episodes of Mando. It could be worse, right?
We'll get 2 episodes.
It's confirmed to be 8 episodes, so maybe 2 could be, maybe 2 can be.
Oh man,
2 can be Mando.
Heck yeah, bring in Mando. Well, they got to get the viewership up somehow if it starts slipping.
Yeah,
like the Book of Boba Fett just sucked. So they had to bring in 2 Mandalorian episodes to hopefully bring the ratings up. But when is Sweeps Week? I know that's more of a TV show thing, but Sweeps Week should be coming up soon.
May.
And so hopefully, May. Okay.
I was gonna say, is Sweeps Week even a thing anymore?
I don't know the thing on streaming shows, but it is on TV. So maybe Nielsen ratings. I don't know how they do that crap.
That's May and September.
Yeah. So maybe that's when we'll see something cool come in.
How do you get that red box around your screen? That is so cool.
That's just I did that in OBS and using the OBS virtual cam.
Oh, I got you. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My favorite thing to put up is this.
Oh my gosh. Look at that face.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no.
No neck. No neck.
Perfect. Perfect, Coach.
That was perfect timing, Ted, I must say. Wow. When I get you back, you started this. Just don't forget.
No. All right, Ted. Thank you.
Thanks,
bro.
I'm gonna go to anyone other than
Wow.
Ghostwriter next. So thank you for being here. All right. The White Snake. What's up, the White Snake? Oh,
what was the question?
The question is, tell us anything you want to tell us.
Oh, well, I have been checking every day to see if there are any updates on the Thrawn situation. And I've seen what appears to be rumors, but they may not be rumors, so time will tell, I think. I'm holding out for Lars Mikkelsen to play that role. Ahsoka, hopefully that will be a good series. I'm hoping that they will have plenty of martial arts in that show. The Skeleton Crew I had completely forgotten about, so I'm not sure what to expect. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Sounding good.
Oh, okay. There's a kind of weird noise I'm hearing. Anyway, for The Mandalorian, I'm not really sure what to expect on that. I do think it would be neat.
Coach is breathing in the microphone.
Oh, am I?
No, coaches.
No, I'm not. That's not me.
Someone is. I don't know. I thought it was Debbie, but it's not. Keep going, White Snake.
Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm not really sure what to expect with The Mandalorian. I don't know if it's going to be the same situation as it is with the Bad Batch. It seems like the character of Omega is there to get the Bad Batch into situations that they have to either escape from or something of that nature. And I'm hoping Grogu is not going to be that type of a character where he gets Mando in situations and Mando has to go rescue him all the time and and that kind of thing. That gets a little tedious. Quite frankly, I would like to see him in a little tiny, mesh tunic, where he fights and, his little tiny arms and legs do things and stuff. But anyway, that's about all. I'm just kind of watching and waiting. But I have been enjoying the Bad Batch this season.
What's been your favorite part of the Bad Batch so far?
Well, the last episode really gave me some Indiana Jones vibes, where they were trying to, escape from the booby traps and this and that. Crosshair, that character is quite intriguing because he acts like a psycho, but then you don't know if he really is or if he's I don't know. There's something coming up with him, I think. But however, he just blasted that senator or whatever away like, she was nothing. So he's an interesting character. I don't really like him, but he is quite intriguing. So there's something that's going to involve him.
So do you think Sid will betray the Bad Batch, or do you think he will end up being their friend?
I think that Sid is capable of betrayal. And it may be, unfortunately, money is the root of all evil. And if she's offered enough money for, revealing their whereabouts or setting them up or something like that, I could see her doing that, because basically what they're minions for her right now. She says, oh, I have this, mission for you to do and bring me this treasure or whatever, and they go out and do it, so they don't really have a life of their own, so to speak, or really a purpose of their own. they're working for her. So I could see that happening. I
think
Yeah.
find out.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Final thoughts before we move on to the next person.
Don't really have any. And I am a diehard Chiefs fan, and so I will be. I won't be there at Burrowhead, but I will be rooting for my couch. The comfort of my couch.
Never would have guessed you were a
Yeah,
Chiefs
no,
fan.
I hide it
Never would've
well.
guessed
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hide it well.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm incognito.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, White Snake.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Becky.
Thank you.
You
Adam-
weren't high and
Bowman.
drunk at all.
Adam Bowman
No,
is
I'm
next.
not. I'm a
Come on.
teetotaler, really. I don't smoke weed, so just so you know.
Oh, no.
Me either. Never.
All right, Adam Bowman, you're up. Anyone other than White Snake, you're up. I mean, Ghost Rider, you're up. You're up.
Oh, you be nice to Ghost Rider.
You're up. You're up.
How are y'all doing this evening?
All right.
Good. How are you, Adam?
Oh, not too bad. I'm actually in the middle of watching my Super Bowl, the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona.
Oh,
that's good. Yeah, Daytona's
Got brand new prototype class this year. So this is the first time we've had hybrid racing cars at Daytona for the 24-hour race. So it's been a fairly exciting race so far.
Awesome.
And actually, just during the last commercial break, there was an ad for Mando season 3 on there.
Nice.
And it was real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Hitting the high point way. It wasn't real quick. It was like a 30-second.
Adam, you're a little quiet. Maybe move closer to the microphone.
I think it's him.
Shout out, by the way, to KS Geekman, who is watching us on the big screen in his awesome room at home.
Oh,
you're the man.
goodness. Yes, again. Yes.
I've had you guys up on my big TV before, but
there you go.
right now that's occupied by the race.
There you go.
But no, actually, I've let my Disney Plus subscription lapse here lately, and I'll probably renew it in March when Mando season 3 starts, and then I will probably binge on The Bad Batch and Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, you haven't watched Tales of the Jedi yet?
I've seen a few clips of it on YouTube, but I haven't. No, because like I said, I let my Disney Plus lapse, and it switched over to HBO Max, so I could give Babylon 5 a rewatch before it went off of HBO Max went off earlier this week.
Well, just the usual plug. If you want to join the Patreon at Echo Base Network, you can watch Tales of the Jedi for $5.
I will.
With me,
I've thought about it just so I could see. Nick is the one that's never watched DS9, isn't it, or was it Coach?
No,
It's Coach. It's Coach. Coach's still working on it. He's still working on it.
Hey, Coach, I know season 1 and 2 are a bit sluggish. Just wait till you get to season 3 and season 4. Things get a lot better and a lot more interesting.
I absolutely believe that. I really do.
DS9 really does kick into another gear when you get to the beginning of season 4 and they bring Worf in.
There's just so much for me to watch, and it's hard. Like, I'm binge watching Better Call Saul right now. I watched Breaking Bad 2 weeks ago.
I never could bring myself to watch Breaking Bad.
Well, there's just so much out there, and like I tried Deep Space Nine, and I like it, but it didn't grab me, and I didn't love it.
And I'll admit, DS9 did not grab me, and I got to admit, DS9 was coming around very early in my fandom of Star Trek.
Yeah, and I'm a very casual fan of Star Trek. I'm not a hardcore Trekkie. I'm just.
Well, see, I am a hardcore. Of course, you all know this story because I've told it on the stream that I was a Star Trek fan long before I was a Star Wars fan.
Right.
And but even then, on original airing in the 90s, I actually preferred Babylon 5 to Deep Space Nine. I really didn't get hooked hard into Deep Space Nine until they brought Worf on, and you really got into the Dominion War and all of that good stuff.
And once they gave Cisco a ship, right? Let's go out and about. You know what I mean?
Hey, the only ship I love more than the Defiant is the refit Constitution.
Yeah.
There is no better looking starship anywhere in science fiction than the refit Constitution class from the original movie.
I think we've got one coming on the Titan A in Picard 3.
No.
So
I think I'll watch
they're
Deep
trying
Space
to make
Nine.
the Connie
Let's
refit,
wait and see.
but with that square engineering hull, it still doesn't. It doesn't have the smooth look of the Connie refit. The Connie refit is so smooth but crisp in its lines, and there is not a bad angle of that ship anywhere, bar none. There just is not a bad angle of that ship.
I hear you.
And probably my favorite scene in all of science fiction is from Star Trek: The Motion Picture, when Scotty takes Kirk around the dry dock with the Enterprise setting in it, and you come around, and big music hits right as you come around. You get the full front shot.
I love that.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That is one of the greatest scenes in science fiction.
I will probably watch Deep Space Nine, Adam, this summer on my big screen. That was part of the problem. I'm sitting here trying to watch it, but I'm recording it so it goes up on Patreon, and I'm watching it with Nick, and Nick's like trying to explain all it. Just let me watch it, and I would be better watching it like in my living room. Just, you know.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, so that's probably how I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, and like I said, there are some episodes you can skip, but you definitely want to watch the one. Have you seen the one where Q punches Cisco yet? I did love that, or Cisco punches Q. I got it back.
I think I did see that.
I did love that.
I don't remember. Q was in an episode, but I don't remember him punching him.
No, Cisco punched Q.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I did like that because I always thought Picard or Riker, one of the two, should have just decked him in the mouth.
Right.
But but no, like I said, it really does. Once they get the Defiant, yeah, it's much better. And the Defiant is a badass little ship.
I really, again, not to sound like that Picard season 3 stan as I have been, but I think people are going to be very excited about some tie-ins to Deep Space Nine and what Worf's got going on and some of the rest of it. And so
I really hope they do not burn Worf the way they have burnt Jean-Luc Picard.
No, he's going to be.
I really hope to God they do not burn his character the way
they designed a new sword for him and all that. He's going to be amazing.
So I got a question.
Go. Who has a question?
So on Picard season 3, are you going to have to watch season 2 to watch season 3? Because I just the season 2.
No. They've already. Metellus has already said not required to watch season 2.
I watched. Look, I am a diehard Trek nut. I really am. Have been for 20 years. And actually, yeah, just about 20 years. No, actually, I take that back. Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
I was about 9 when I started watching Star Trek, and I'll be 39 in March.
And
so I have been a diehard Trek fan for the majority of my life. And I watched about 5 minutes of the first episode of Picard season 2, and I completely checked out, and I didn't watch another minute of it.
Yep.
So I have to say, the main reason why I watched Picard season 2 was for John Delancey, and there were some things that happened there that really choked me up. But for Picard season 3, you don't have to have any of that background.
Yeah.
I have to entreat everyone that's here. Just taking a play out of R&B's playbook, and they've sent the screeners out for this first 6 episodes, and the what's come back has been so positive. Give it a chance.
I will give this a chance.
Give it a chance.
Although I will be honest, I've been so burnt out with the dark and gloomy nature of Discovery that when Picard season 2 went there, I'd had enough. I couldn't stomach it anymore.
I get you. Give it the first episode's apparently 40-ish minutes.
Because
Please,
actually the very minute, I tell you exactly, the very second I checked out of Picard season 2 was the minute they walked in that room with all those skulls. And even though I cannot stand J.G. Hertzler as a person, General Martok is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Trek. When I saw his skull on that pike, I was like, nope, I'm done.
I get you. But give it a chance. Right? Give it a chance.
Oh, I will. I will watch the first episode because I do have Paramount Plus on my Amazon Prime, and I watch DS9 and anything else I want to watch that away.
Yeah.
And a lot of other stuff. I'm a huge fan of Jag. Jag was always one of my favorite shows, and that's on there. I always watched Jag with my grandmother on my mom's side when she was living. That was a show we always watched together.
Mm.
So I still watch that some. And there's a few others on there.
All right, Adam, final thoughts before I got to move on to Ghost Rider. As much as I hate to do it, I have to. He's been here for a minute.
No, I'm gonna check on out.
I think Tron's here.
I've got to walk over here and help get my grandma Bowman to bed. She is 92.
God bless her.
So I got to help get her to bed, and then I'm gonna hit the hay myself before I get up and go to church in the morning. So. Nope. Other than that, but I think this is. I think the second time I've been able to join in on the stream since I renewed my membership on the YouTube side. So.
Well, Adam, we appreciate you, my friend.
We love that. We
Always
love
a
to have
pleasure.
you here, Adam. Best to you and your family, and we will see you next time.
All right, guys. Catch y'all
See you,
later.
buddy.
Take care.
Matt, we got a member chat from DJ Ronnie
Yes.
G. He says, saw Babylon 5 for the first time a few years ago. I wish I could watch it for the first time all over again.
Mm.
Thank you, DJ.
All right. Ghost Rider, you're on deck.
Teach us.
Am I on deck or am I on? I mean, there's a
You're
difference in
on.
that.
You're on.
Please
Oh,
go.
okay. No. So the Luke's yellow saber, he actually did have a yellow Shoto blade in the EU. He carried it with him as his spare. As far as I don't know why they destroyed it. It's stupid because that was a freaking awesome sword that he had. He got his green lightsaber. He had a knack for dropping his green blade. This is of course after Jedi. So I don't know. Skeleton Crew, I think Skeleton Crew is going to be all right because just like with the Mando synapses, like y'all were talking earlier, I think it's going to be surprisingly interesting because I think everybody's just so black-pilled because of Obi-Wan and freaking Book of Boba and all that mess, But I don't know. I have faith in the stuff that's coming up. I think that we're all going to be surprised at the good Star Wars. Though Acolyte, I've heard several different things about Acolyte. Now, if they keep it, if it is actually in production the way that the Kennedy Camp rumors want to portray it as, then it's going to be woke garbage straight up.
Mm-hmm.
The original premise was that it was supposed to take place in the Mandoverse, until Kathleen got her grubby little hands all over it. And then she's like, "Oh no, we got to promote the High Republic, and we're gonna set it in there, and that's what we're gonna do." No, it's dumb, stupid. But although Cameron Pasha on his Patreon has said that it's all just smoke and mirrors, that she's just trying to portray like she has something in the tank, because once she's done with Indy, that's like the last thing she has in production, and that means her contract is up, because they only extended it. They didn't renew it, they extended it because of Indy 5.
Right.
Now, then of course you have Ahsoka that's supposed to be coming out right after Kathleen, gracefully exits with her golden parachute, and everybody, oh, it's gonna be so sad to see you go, blah blah, yeah, whatever. The fans will be cheering. But yeah, so Ahsoka's coming out right after that, and then Favreau and Filoni will be able to do a whole bunch of things that they wouldn't have been able to get away with. I mean, why did they have to hide the fact that it was Luke Skywalker at the end of Mando season 2? Why would they have to do that? If not for Kathleen Kennedy.
You didn't know. That's right.
They put in the Book of Boba, they put in Arabesh, they put KK on the side of those burning tents.
Right.
I mean, come on. I firmly believe that was them trying to tell the fans, hey, we tried to make this good. This is why it sucks. You know what I mean?
Maybe she was like, I want my stamp on this. Put KK in there.
I mean, if that was the case, why would she wouldn't do that. She's a very egotistical woman. She would put it on like a freaking, like in the middle of Jabba's palace somewhere, or, somewhere prestigious, because that's the kind of person that she is. No, she wouldn't have it on the side of a burning hut. But anyway, oh God, he's back.
I'm back.
But anyway, what else do we got coming? Oh, Bad Batch. You guys didn't like the Zepho Walker? That was tight, man.
It wasn't.
I thought that was cool.
It was not Zepho. It wasn't.
Yes, it
Zepho.
was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, Matt.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't.
I can do this all day. I got as much yes as you got. No,
I have no idea what y'all are even talking about.
The Zepho
Don't
Walker.
you watch
and
the
Bad Batch.
episode?
The tech machine.
The mech.
Yeah.
The mech.
The mech machine.
I have no memory of it.
I'm blanking on it too.
The
Who's Zepho?
machine that was oozing out.
Coach is
the
subconsciously checked
lightning
out
or-
already.
No, they were inside the whole thing. They were getting the crystal.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure I watched that episode?
The
Have you
last
not? You haven't
one.
watched episode 5. No, Coach hasn't watched it
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
You haven't
watched
seen
it
it?
yet.
Oh
No,
that
Coach
was
hasn't
totally
watched it
Zepho
yet.
Walker, dude. That was Zepho Walker.
It was
Did
not.
I not
Zepho.
post it on
Yes, it
Patreon?
was.
No, it wasn't. No,
I
Coach.
haven't
It was
seen it.
episode. It was episode 5. Escape from Filler Mountain. I think you did watch it though, didn't you?
It was the last episode of Bad Batch.
Yeah.
It feels like I watched it.
Yeah, but you didn't like
Yeah,
it.
there's a post on it.
I thought the
Bad
last
Batch Season
episode
2,
was
episode
Entombed.
5.
3 days ago.
Yes, it
Entombed.
was
That's the
called
name of it.
Entombed.
Entombed.
Escape
Okay.
from Filler Mountain is Entombed. Yeah. So
Okay.
that big thing they were in, the thing that was walking, Coach, Ghost Rider is trying to tell us, is from the Zepho in your favorite game, the Fallen Order game. The
Okay.
Zepho with
All
the
right.
thing that come out of their chest.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that there was a Walker. Okay.
Mhm. The mech. Giant mech.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I thought it was dope, and from what I know about Filoni's storytelling, people think that I'm getting an echo. People think that like a lot of his quote unquote filler episodes are filler, but they tend to circle back around and have meaning later on. So I don't know. Do with that what you will.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Ghost Rider. Okay, final thoughts before it's time for Tron. Tron's ready. Anything
You ready,
else?
Tron?
He's
Man.
ready.
Let's go, Tron.
All right, brother. Thank you for popping in.
Thank you, Ghost Rider. You're the
Sorry,
man, brother.
Hail, Ghost Rider.
All right, Tron, you're up. Let's do it, brother.
Tron's got his
Come
shirt.
on.
Nice shirt.
There he is. There he is. Come on, man.
Did you send him that, Mama Bear?
I sure did.
Nice.
Is that an EBN Tron shirt?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Looks even better on him.
It does.
He said, hang on while I type. Has anyone else gone? Well, he's
What's he talking about stealing the answer?
I don't know. Let's go, Tron. Mary's ready. Come on.
Everybody's so excited. You take your time, John.
Bestow upon us your wisdom, O great one.
I tried to get Phil McCracken to pop in, by the way, but he didn't. He never responded. So I guess we won't get Phil gracing us tonight.
He pops in, says some comments, and then pops out.
Yeah, I know. I know. I tried.
I was trying to stall, Tron, trying to keep talking while you were typing, man. I did my best. Very sorry.
Oh, he's got to rest.
Phil pops in and pops out for about a minute.
Yeah.
He said he has outpatient surgery tomorrow.
Oh.
And so he said, thank you and Coach for the invite, and tell Coach, long live Rispin Base Network.
Tell him to shut it up.
Is White Snake still here? I can't see very well.
She is.
Yeah,
she just stepped away for a
I
second.
just want to say to you,
She can't
it's
hear you.
gonna be-
She stepped away for a minute.
Oh, darn it.
She's in chat though.
I just want to tell her it's going to be a great game tomorrow. I have no doubts that it's going to go either way here. It's going to be two great teams. And
Oh yeah, she's a Kansas City fan, isn't
I
she?
know she is, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not.
Coming in
by-
to show my happy face because everyone needs it. Looking
right.
forward to Mando versus Bo, if it happens. Also just a reminder. I am working on earning for a new GPU, which is no easy feat, so if anyone wants to help with that, they can help with that goal.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Love it.
And Coach, do we want anyone else to pop in, or is this going to be all the pop-ins?
I think this is it.
Okay.
Nick, did you throw it out to everybody? That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Did White Snake already talk?
Everybody
She
did.
did. Yeah, she did.
All right, everybody. I'm going to post Tron's link if you would like to donate to his GPU. It is there in chat. PayPal.me/the disabled Tron. Send that man a couple dollars if you can, so he can get his new GPU and get up and running.
I need a new car. Let me
You
start
have
on
a
link.
Mercedes.
I need a newer one.
Oh no!
I tell you what, I'll take your car and you can get a new one. How about that, Nick?
All right, deal.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Tron's been doing some good streams this week. He's been playing lots of Fortnite
he
and stuff.
has.
I've been seeing lots
Yeah, I
of his
saw him
stuff
this
popping up. So yeah, it's good to catch his stuff. I'll usually, if I see him going, I'll have his stuff on one screen and I'll be working on the other screen and just listening to his music and him playing and all that. So
He
I'm
always,
watching Tron play.
He always says good vibes, and sometimes I also click in. I don't say anything. I click in, and it's just a fun watch. So
Yep.
You all go and watch Legendary Tron on his
Tron,
YouTube or Twitch.
Did you ever
or either
finish? Did you ever finish Final Fantasy VII remake?
Oh my gosh.
No.
It comes up every weekend.
Greatest game. Of
No,
all
it is
time.
not. It is straight trash.
Greatest game of all time.
Is it Trash Tron?
Oh, come on now.
Ah,
No,
He didn't
see,
finish that game. He didn't finish that game.
But it's
See,
not
Tron
trash.
knows it's not trash.
The only game you play is Diablo 2, Coach.
Yeah. So your point? No, actually, that's funny because Nick, guess what Prince Jazal is streaming right now?
Diablo 2?
No.
Forspoken?
Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
We had a
God,
lot of
really?
fun playing that. We should
Yeah.
do that again. That was fun.
Mhm.
That was fun.
I would like to play that again.
Users, Tron is trying to speak.
There he goes.
Lately I have been having trouble with my upload, so hopefully it gets fixed soon.
Oh yeah, I saw your post about that earlier. You stay at it. He's going to be posting some YouTube shorts over on his channel instead of maybe some streams if the upload doesn't get fixed. But he will return, so fret not. Everybody over at the grid, yeah.
Aha.
And we are 4 likes
Did I
away
get that?
from
Did I get that right,
200.
Tron? I didn't even. I didn't. You didn't even pay me for that. Like yeah, that's right.
Let's get 3 more likes, Nick. 3 more likes to 200. Can we get 3
Ain't
more
nobody liking this.
likes?
Likes, I want to hear that story.
Come on, 3
Oh,
more
yeah,
likes,
yeah.
and let's have another
Oh,
Coach and Nick
no.
story that everyone
We
loves.
got it. Got it in
Alright,
the stream
well,
of the story.
Thank you guys
Come
for
on.
coming this weekend.
Oh no!
Oh no, no!
No!
We
3 more
appreciate it.
likes
It's been
for
a lot of
story.
fun.
Come
A lot
Come
of
on,
fun.
guys.
Don't do it.
Deploy those likes.
It's not going to happen.
2 more. 2
It's
more
not gonna
likes.
happen.
We get the story.
I don't even remember what the story.
You said a lot. I remember. I've been taping.
Oh yes, yes.
The Panama City senior trip.
190. Yep. Going down. Thumbs down.
Come on. We got 2 or 3 more likes, and we'll get the
It's,
story.
they got 1 minute. Here,
Oh,
Look.
you are such a chicken.
1 minute.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Timer
Oh
up.
no, the likes are going down now.
Yeah,
Come
down,
on, why they're
down.
taking the likes away?
Thumbs down.
Doing that.
Come on now.
Thumbs down.
They're like, no story and
No
the
story
stream.
time. No,
No,
you
the
don't want to hear
stories
this.
are Good. Come on, 3 more likes.
Stupid
Do it,
stories.
please, everyone. There's still
Hey, everybody
100
freaked
people
out when I
here.
said that about you and your socks. They were like, "What?"
Who, me?
Yeah. I mean, I guess without context, it sounds weird, but
I didn't even hear. I didn't even hear it.
yes, you did.
Me and my
On the bed.
socks.
You were in
Oh,
your
one
socks
more.
in the
We
living
just
room.
need one
Oh,
more
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Oh, we got it. 200.
Oh,
No, we don't. We got
200.
199.
Bring the
We don't have to
story. No, it's 201 now. Bring the
There
you go.
story, man. Bring the
201.
story. Wait.
All right, so
It is. It's
Bring the-
201.
we're all going to pop out. Look, do I have to be here with you for this, or you want to do this solo?
I mean, there's parts of it that you're probably going to remember or think differently of.
Okay, all right. This is the end of the show.
Yeah, 200 like Coach and Nick story to end.
Thank
the
you guys for
stream.
being here. Here it is. Go.
So we graduate high school, and everybody is planning on going to Panama City. I really didn't have a whole lot of money, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going." And Coach and another one of our friends, Chris Bishop and Cord Chandler, we're all going. They're like, "Come on, just go." And my parents are like, "Come on, you should just go." So I was like, "All right." So we go down to Chris Bishop's grandparents' house first.
We
play
took a
some
detour
golf.
before the beach.
Yeah, before we went to the beach, we went to his grandparents and played
His
golf.
granddad owned the golf course, so we
Yeah.
went out there and played for free.
Yeah,
for 2 days.
And do you remember we went out there like just normal high school kids in normal clothes, and some dude came up to us and was like, "That's not proper golf attire here. You need to have golf cleats, khaki shorts and pants, and a collared shirt or
That's
something."
perfectly normal at a golf course.
Yeah, and Chris was like, "Oh, my grandfather owns this golf course."
Yeah.
So we did what we wanted to. But anyways, we finally make it to Panama City, and we have nowhere to stay. We're staying with some friends who had other people coming, and we were basically sleeping and taking their spot till they got there. And that was like 2 days or something,
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 days, something like that. Well, we're partying, drinking, doing our thing, all this and that. And then the night that the other people showed up, we didn't have anywhere to stay at that point in time, but we stayed there and hung out anyways. And
we got kicked out.
Yeah, we got kicked out. And so we're driving all over Panama City with this other friend of ours, Chris Murray, and we're just
And
like
Sam Toon.
delirious. Yeah, and Sam Toon. And we're just dying laughing from being delirious. And
Had the
guy
best
Chris,
breakfast burritos from McDonald's I'd ever had in my life.
yeah. And Chris Murray, the other guy who was with us, we're in Coach's car, and we're going over the bridge in Panama City, and Chris is chunking Coach's CDs out of the back, out of the back of his car, like tossing them like frisbees.
I don't think that's very funny.
Yeah, and I don't even think you were really mad about it. I think you were just like, "Hey, stop!" But I don't think you were really mad. I think you were laughing about it, if I remember right. So we finally get back to the hotel where we were staying at, called the Chateau, which has a nickname called the Shithole because it's not that great of a hotel in Panama City. It's like one of the like cheap party. It's the cheapest party hotel in Panama City, or it was at the time. And so we go back there. Sun's coming up. Me and Coach are sitting on the stairs in Panama City at this hotel,
Looking at
out
the beach,
looking out towards the beach.
We have nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to stay.
It's like 6:30 in the morning. We have
nowhere
to go.
To sleep. Nothing.
We've been up all night long.
Yep.
We got alcohol in our system.
Yep.
A lot.
And
we have nowhere to go. We are literally homeless on the beach. Nowhere to stay. Nobody would take us in. We had nothing. All our people were asleep, and we're just sitting there.
And like nobody's out. Everybody's passed out in their rooms, in their comfy beds, and we're just sitting there on the stairs. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. And so we're like, well, you just want to drive back? So we ended up getting up off the stairs, getting in the car, and then drove, God, what was it, 6 hours?
Longer than that. 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, 7 or 8 hours. All the way back.
Who drove back?
You drove back.
I drove back while you slept.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I slept. And that was
we had nowhere to stay, Jim. We had nowhere to stay. And we didn't have enough money to go get a...
Yeah. Oh, he said, why not stay at the beach? I think he's meaning like we go out on out on the beach, like on the sand.
That did not seem appealing to me.
No, me neither. Plus it was hot, and we were tired.
We were exhausted. So at one point we pulled over in a parking lot and we slept for like 30. It was a gas station parking lot. We slept for like an hour.
Yeah, that was in Montgomery. I remember that. That was the Montgomery.
No, we were still
exit,
in Florida. We did it.
Oh, were we?
We were barely out. No, we stopped and got gas at Montgomery.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's all right. That was.
So just to break in, the reason why you want to stay on the beach is the sand. It just gets everywhere.
Oh,
right. Yeah, it does.
You
it just gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's coarse.
It's
everywhere.
So the next story we tell everybody when we get 200 likes is when we went to the beach and I didn't tell my parents, and I lost my keys in the ocean.
And there was a hurricane.
No. And we got thrown out of the entire city, told to leave by the police. And I literally went back to college with $1 in my wallet.
Yeah,
that's a story for another time.
Next time.
No,
we'll tell that story next time.
Put that story for a next time that you want to have more likes, right?
Yeah,
and Nick had a breakdown after he left my house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, at like 3 a.m.
I told you should have stayed. You didn't listen.
Yeah. Yep.
So
that was that whole trip was a disaster.
An absolute debacle of a trip.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things that happened.
Oh, I just hit the high points. Like there's a lot. So you'll enjoy that one.
Yeah. So you guys remember for us to tell you the Hurricane Beach story next time.
Yeah. All right.
So my friends, Coach, we've been 3 hours and 7 minutes of fun tonight.
Time for some Better Call Saul.
I think it's
Let's
time.
go.
I think it's time.
All right, everybody. We love y'all. Thank you so much for being here every Saturday night.
Thanks for all the super chats, all our mods.
Thank you for our mods, our members, our new members. Welcome to the family. Thank you for all the people who popped in, our members. We appreciate you. Any of our visitors that are here watching, thank you. We feel like we got a great thing every Saturday night. So, and it's because of you. And we truly, truly do mean that. So Matt, thank you for everything that you're doing and everybody. So, as we always say, we are your Echo Base Network. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out, y'all.
Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network, thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Get up to 400 likes, I'll tell you the story about Nick being naked with his socks on. You won't want to miss that.
No.
Oh, I will. You can't stop.
That's a EBN After Dark.
I'll
story.
make a video about it.
I know they were getting 400 likes tonight, but I'd love to hear that story. I would
it's
love
a good
to
one.
hear it.
And I'll also
That
tell you the
story
time
was-
that I saw him hit somebody in the side of the head and they fell into the refrigerator. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about that one too.
No, that one would not shed a good light on me.
You're right. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. Go home.